All right, all right, all right. Y'all get in here. Let's get ready. You know how we do it. Let's get started. Let y'all come on in and say hello to each other, greet each other, and do what y'all do. Come on in.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome to Shinna Speaks, home of the classy roses. Hit that like button, share the videos, subscribe. Let's grow together. Welcome to the table. Everybody take a seat. Different points of view. Every voice we wanna meet. Breaking down the cycles. Generational change. Talking real life topics. Healing through the pain. We don't all agree and that's perfectly okay. Respecting every opinion at the end of the day. Building up the people. Lifting spirits high. Learning from each other while we reach for the sky. Welcome to Shinna Speaks, where the classy roses bloom. Like, share, subscribe, come and join the room. Breaking generational curses one day at a time. Real conversations, real people, real minds. Welcome to Shinna Speaks, where the classy roses bloom. Like, share, subscribe, come and join the room. Breaking generational curses one day at a time. Real conversations, real people, real minds. Family, growth, and purpose. Let's open every door. Conversations that can help us all become much more. No hate, no fear, just respecting what we say. Planting seeds of wisdom every single day. If you got a story, bring it to the floor. Different perspectives, help us all explore. Stand together, grow together, let the truth increase. Welcome to Shinna Speaks, where we speak in peace. Like, welcome to Shinna Speaks, where the classy roses bloom. Like, share, subscribe, come and join the room. Breaking generational curses one day at a time.
All right, let's get started. Let's get started. How y'all doing? Thank God it's Friday. Let me get on the screen. Let me get on the screen. All right. I see y'all up in here. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? It's Friday, y'all. Thank God it's Friday, okay? We got a lot to cover. We have a lot to talk about. So let me get on the screen. Da, 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 da. All right. Welcome to your girl Sheena Speaks. If you knew, I am your girl Sheena Speaks, where we keep it real over here. We open up this panel. We let everybody come in and discuss the subject. And right now, the subject is a 17-year-old minor and Marcus from Atlanta Street interviews. Okay. And the things that he's been got going on. I see y'all coming in the chat. How y'all doing? Last night was a trip. Okay. Last night was a great live. Last night was a great live. Thank you to everybody that had came to the live. But me personally, I really want to focus on what Marcus is doing and what's going on in this situation. What happened yesterday is what happened yesterday. I really wish we could move forward and focus on the truth. What's up, Rena? How you doing, baby? How you doing, Kathy? Welcome back in, sweetheart. Welcome back in. You said enablers is going to blame the mom. Yeah, we're gonna discuss this. Of course I'm coming to discuss this. Callie, how you doing, baby? I am Tequila, how you doing? Dominique, how you doing? Vegas, how you doing? It's the middle of the day live stream, right? So I want to come and address this. I watched the video from the mother. Shout out to Troy. He did a great job on that part, right? When it comes down to the subject at hand, y'all, we talking about a minor. I made sure I put my trigger warnings up. I made sure y'all know the avenue that we're talking or what we're talking about. Guys, it was very hurtful to watch the mother's video last night, to hear the mother's story. Like I said previously, everybody has a story to tell. And for people to bash the mother and make it the mother's, make the mother as the blame, uh, I disagree with that. So, yes, this is not about the LGBTQ community. With all due respect, there's a couple topics at the beginning because a lot of people say they don't like me. That's fine, you guys. But welcome to the ones that do like me. I'm gonna always be me. I'm not gonna change. I've been solid for who I am from the beginning. Okay. Um, got caught up with some beefing and all that beefing and stuff. Y'all already know I'm done with that. I said what I had to say yesterday, and if I have to say it again, how you doing, baby? Welcome back into the chat. If I have to come back out here and say it again, I will, but that is not my focus. My focus is not about the LGBTQ community. My focus is not about um the characters that what they're doing. That's not my focus. My focus is not about who's the queen or who's this and that. That's never been my focus. Okay. I don't get caught up with this, back and forth and who's better than who and what who gonna bring out the news and who's the best content creator. I make sure I stay far away from that and just do what I need to do on my behalf and put in my part. I really wish people could get together instead of trying to outdo each other or do more than the other, then focus on the issue at hand. Because right now, as what the mother is saying, she ain't pressed no charges just yet. Okay. Again, like I told y'all before, this is a process. It can be an investigation. People is wondering, where is Marcus? Marcus is here. He's not going nowhere. If you heard in the video with Miss Rhonda, right? Pay, I gotta come out here and tell y'all where to look in the right spots and pay attention. Let's stay back focused on what Marcus got going on. Let's stay focused on the issue, not the naysayers or the supporters or the ones that want to deflect on the mama and make it about the mama. It's about the mama personal charges are getting in touch with the right authorities. And what it seems like to me, Troy and all his people is making sure the mama and them get a part of all that information. If the mother comes across this video, I am asking her to pursue this. Okay. I'm asking her not to give up because this is still her 17-year-old child. Even though your 17-year-old child was running away and you got other children, this is still your daughter we're talking about. And as a mother, this is my message to her mother, right? As a mother, we got to stand our ground when it comes to our children, even our little girls, even our girls that think they're grown and they want to do what they want to do. And I can understand the mama, okay? I truly can understand the mama. There's testimonies right now where people 17-year-old or, their kids is doing what they need to do and running away and, sleeping with people and having boyfriends. I had a baby at 17. So I can completely understand the mom. I'm not going to bash that mama. I just want to motivate her to try her best to get this man locked up. How you doing? I Said It podcast. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to I Said It podcast. I think he need about 100 more to get subscribed. Marcus is going to be interviewing all the trans and gays when he go to jail. That's a comment. Y'all comments is getting highlighted. Right now we need to focus on the mother making sure she goes the proper steps and get in touch with the proper authorities. When it comes down to bashing the mama, y'all, let's try to focus on the mama finding out where her daughter is and doing something about this 45-year-old man filming her daughter on child corn. Let's focus on that. All right. So when it comes down to everybody want to beef and fight, guys, we've been doing this for 3, 4 years now. The fighting, the going back and forth. I mean, I'm one of the ones that's been here from the beginning and saying, hey, y'all are taking the focus off of what we really need to talk about. Y'all are taking the focus off of Marcus and these interviewers, the 18-year-olds, the 17-year-olds, whoever he didn't got a hold of. Y'all trying to take the focus. What's up, Octavius? Yeah, I need you to hit the link. Y'all trying to take the focus off of what is the issue. The issue is Marcus filming underage girls, touching her. Okay? That is the issue. You say, can't nobody bash the mama, the system. Don't give a fuck if the child runs away eventually in the state of California. No, they don't care about that, but everybody's I'll try to hit the link. Everybody is pinned down there. Everybody is focused on the girl running away and people not caring and what we gonna do now. This as a community, we need to be figuring out, okay, since the mom don't really know how to push the issue, we know how to push the issue. We know how to get in touch with the right proper authorities. They doing that already. If you've seen that, they showing the shit that the county and everything that these people are living in. You guys, this is the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I report it over here to my community. I'm gonna make sure we have facts, and I'm gonna make sure that I fill you guys in on what's really going on in this street sector about Marcus and a lot of the characters that have been here for a couple of years now. This just didn't start with this young girl. Let's say that, right? I know you guys are outraged about Yada or however y'all pronounce her name, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This been going on for a minute now. I understand a lot of the new content I love the new reaction channels, but content creators is trying to come on in here and do their thing and take credit and be the bigger person and do that. Hey, focus on the issue, and that's Marcus and what he's doing and how we gonna handle this and get his ass locked up for touching people's children and make sure he don't touch somebody else's child. Because if we don't, this is gonna happen again and again, right in our faces. Period. Point blank. What's up, Octavius? How you doing, baby?
What's good? Can you hear me good?
Yes, I asked Octavius to hit the link today because he is one of the original creators of the street sector. He knows the background of this.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you to people that don't know because there's a lot of newer people, right? I can hear you perfectly clear.
I don't know. Maybe it's me. You borging on my end. So let me switch browsers then. I'll be right back.
Okay, can y'all hear me in the chat? Chat, put some roses in there if you can hear me. Okay, let me
Um.
check my stuff.
Yeah. Let me switch browsers. I'll
I'm
be right
breaking
back.
up.
Sorry about that.
Am I?
Oh, she said. Oh, they was saying that you were breaking up. Okay. I thought it was me. I gotta stay here then. Yeah. So
Hold on, I think
what's
it's
going on, Sheena? How you doing?
you. Go. Let me come in and come back out.
All right. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? My name is Octavius Prime. For those that don't know, um, we've as Sheena said, and I came in, I heard her talking about the fact that um the street sector has we have been on Marcus line about these
Octavius,
type.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay. Okay. What I was saying before I take just hold on. I'm on I'm introducing it. You guys already know Octavius, but me to the newer people, I want to introduce you guys to Octavius. I want you guys to know who was the original creators of the street sector, what was their purpose when they were coming for Marcus, and what we're doing moving forward. I thank God for my brother Octavius. He's tapping in,
Oh, someone's saying
and
your sound is bad, Sheena. That's what they saying in the chat. I
go
thought it was
ahead
just
and
me.
talk. Go ahead, and
All
I'll
right.
come back.
All right. Um yeah, what's going on, everybody? So yes, Sheena's right. The street sector, as you do see, there are certain people out there. Um, for example, Troy is over there trying to promote this guy Benji, and people are trying to say that they created the street sector. And while at the same time saying that me and Kiki named the street sector. So the hashtag street sector um, came about around about March of 2024. All right. And somebody from Kiki's chat uh we don't know who that person was, but the street sector name, we start calling the group the street sector, and we were a live stream community. So yes, there were people that were doing reactions. There's people that do reactions right now to Real Right and Uncut, but there's no Real Right Uncut sector. All
Hold
right.
on. Can you hear me now?
You perfect. You perfect.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just try this one more time. Did they miss everything I said at the beginning?
I don't know if
Was it breaking up all the way?
maybe it's yeah. Now you're breaking up again. I don't know. Maybe it's me getting on the panel. I don't know.
Are you on a different device? Remember you did this before. You was on a virtual thing and it messed me up.
Oh, I'm
Is that
not.
what you're saying?
I'm just on a. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I'll just get down and see if that'll go away. I'll come back.
Okay. I'm back up.
All right. All right.
Okay. Can y'all hear me? No. I'm gonna let him talk. But can you hear me? And am I breaking up? We're trying to make sure who's breaking. We know who's breaking up. I'm gonna let the man talk, y'all, but we need to make sure both of us talk. You can hear both of us correctly. Just calm down. You said it's like hit speed. I'm still breaking up too. Okay, well, I'm gonna add Octavius back. They're probably blocking my channel. Can y'all make sure y'all hit the like button? All right. I understand y'all want to hear him talk, but can I make sure the sounds is right? Just be patient with me. Make sure I ain't breaking up. Make sure he's not breaking up. Okay. There we go. Okay. I got off my laptop. I think it's the laptop. So he can come back up. I edit that part. I sound good now. Okay. That's all I want to know. Now we can hear Octavius. All right. So what I was saying when I was breaking up, because I'm going to edit that part off. I want to introduce y'all to Octavius, the ones that don't know Octavius, and what was the beginning of the street sector. I'm gonna let him talk, and I'm gonna push mute. Hi, can you hear me? Okay, Octavius.
All right.
I hear you.
Yeah. So, yeah. So the street sector came about. The street sector came about because of Marcus having his little issues with Yana, and Yana in an email sent an email to Kiki saying that Marcus basically coaxed her into doing an unwanted abortion she didn't really want, and it was all kind of salaciousness over there. Marcus' children would come. She had to get in the closet and all of that. So That's how the drama started. So that's how people started really kind of looking at Marcus sideways in the live stream community. All right. And around that time, we had my ex moderator before the street sector was a thing, right? From a whole nother time, we was already having like a beef going on, and me, Kiki, and that person, it started like where people were already choosing sides in the very beginning of the street sector. It was already like a little tension, so it was like a little beef, but people were going back and forth from live stream to listen to their response, our response, and stuff like that. And it created a live stream community. All right. And it was so much stuff that was taking place around that time. And even it goes back to, we look at like what happened with Yana. We look at what happened with Lolly. We look at what happened with the woman with that Marcus was dating that was disabled. They talk about him having sex with her on her menstrual cycle, going down on her while she was on her menstrual cycle. All right. And even there was some allegations about, things being forced relations, on the woman at one point. And I was the antithesis of Marcus for a long time. So Kiki backed out of the street sector around by 2024. And I kept it going. So the nickname, the Emperor, sometimes y'all probably heard somebody call me the Emperor or whatever. Because at one point I was like the only person in the street sector. I was the only person doing. And can you hear me?
Yes, because you cut out, but you can't say you're the only one because I was over here just breaking down.
No. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying like that's like in August of 2024. You know what I mean? We was like.
Let me cut in just real quick. While y'all was doing the beefing and breaking down Yana and stuff, I was over here breaking down Josiah's and Chris. I didn't know anything about a beefing in between the street sector until I started seeing you guys talking about Yana and things like that. So it was still people here, but it wasn't a community like it is now.
Yeah, it became a community. I remember the day I came over to Shinna's channel. So at one point we were all united, with Shinna, myself, Kiki, Vibes Queen, King, a commentary, and Did Dirty. It's a whole lot of Chase. We were all united at one point and all sharing each other out at one point, and everybody was eating good. Marcus kind of came in with his influence and, kind of like twisted certain people, with the promise of clout and everything like that. So, that's why he was one of the biggest reasons why there was so much infighting that year. All right. So like right now, what people are trying to portray now is they're trying to rewrite the history about who founded the sector. And the truth is that, Troy, and this is not even a dig, this is the truth. Troy Allen is beef sector. Benji AdSense is from the beef sector. All right.
Fill us in.
They're from the beef sector. All right. Troy Allen was over in the beef. Me and Troy Allen had a run in a couple of years, about 3 years.
Because they don't know Troy Allen.
Troy Allen is Troy's World.
Okay.
So he used to go by the name Troy Allen in the beef sector. So he did a story on Rob Rack, and there was I had those videos about like me and Troy having a back and forth. And Troy actually did a wiretapping on me one time. He actually recorded me on the phone, calling me, trying to ask questions about my friends. And I didn't even know I was being recorded. He played the recording online. You know what I mean? So I already knew when he came over to the sector what kind of like individual Troy is. And he'll do anything for a story. You know what I'm saying? And right now, because like Marcus is under fire, people are
Right.
trying to rewrite history and try to act like they're the new heroes and they were the first to do this. No, they was not. You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tap in real quick because Troy was like love hate relationship with Marcus. He was super sticker at Marcus, and he was sort of playing like he liked him, and then one day he didn't like him. And this is not a dig to Troy. We just want to figure out who these characters is. We want to let the
Mm-hmm.
new people know what the street sector is, because a lot of these people came from Feisty and Kelsey and all these people. No, you guys, it's been going on for about 3-4 years now. So I'm gonna add
Yeah.
that part in. This ain't a dig at Troy, but if you gonna come for me, I'm gonna figure out who you are too. Why we all in this sector together, because we
So like with
should.
the
Go ahead.
oh yeah, the a whole thing with if you notice, like as soon as I left, I was over in the Latrice Island sector, and then sometimes I'll have like run-ins with people from the beef sector as well and the black sector. So I'll be moving through sectors all the time. And uh around that time, that's when you see, oh boy, Troy kind of for a little while. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
As soon as I
push. Hold on, real quick, y'all. We trying to bind together. That's the point of this live. Okay, that's why we're making this live for the new people, and we're making this live for the old people, because a lot of people's mixed up, and it's like if we as content creators combine together, because that's what we were doing at the beginning. Like
mm-hmm,
Octavia said, Chase, another big hitter. I seen her in the chat last night. We had some big hitters out here standing up. That is the point of what this live is about. If everybody could gather together and get this mission done, instead of then somebody trying to be the bigger person, or somebody trying to shut somebody down, or somebody trying to talk about little channels. No, our issue is what Marcus did. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's the point of this live. If you don't care, you could go ahead and click out, but a lot of people want to know the story. All right. So go ahead, I'll tell
yeah,
you.
yeah. So the street sector was not Marcus's sector. All right. And Marcus made a campaign with certain individuals that he was bringing into the sector himself. At one point, they were trying to call it the Atlanta Street Interview Sector. And I fought against that big time, because I said, Marcus is at some point he's going to be the new Nature Boy. Marcus is at some point going to get arrested for dealing with those women that are out there on drugs and stuff like that. He's going to get caught up. It's going to be an embarrassing situation. And this is the reason why we never wanted to name it after Marcus or his channel. And it was never supposed to be about Marcus and his channel. Marcus was a person that was a big content creator that contributed a lot to the street sector. We can't take that from him. But Marcus wanted the sector to be about him. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. But it was never designed for that. The street sector is supposed to be a review sector about what is street. When Kiki started the sector, we had Martina from Soft White Underbelly. She interviewed her. She had with the guy from what's his name? I can't think of it. Dante, the prison sector guy. We used to be over here as well with a whole bunch of thousands of. I think he bigger than Marcus now. So we had different bigger influencers coming. Michelle ATL would come through. Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, we had a lot of bigger influencers, or just as big as Marcus, come through. But Marcus was around to kind of make it seem like it's supposed to be about him, and everybody's like on his line and stalking him or whatever. But what he was frustrated about was the fact that, it was obvious that he was sleeping with the homeless women and the disadvantaged, and the younger. These women were younger.
So that's
because we found
y'all, we're getting to a point.
Yeah.
It's not about who's new who's old. We're trying to get it to like put the pieces together. This have always been our mission. And if we could bind together instead of than fighting, because Marcus is the one that came in here and confused every content creator. And that's when it started to be a beefing thing instead of them focusing on him sleeping with the homeless, vulnerable people. So
Yeah.
that's where we're getting at, especially to people
And
that
he brought
go
people to the sector to beef. And I'm not gonna name that person, but he brought a certain individual over here to fight everybody in the beginning to kind of throw people off because Marcus, this whole thing with an Airbnb and getting stuff and he's sex trafficker and people sleeping in hotels and being in hotels and him recording people sexually. That goes back to 2024 with Lolly. All right. Lewis at the time, who was with Lolly, he was about in his 40s. He said that the girl was 19 years old, and Marcus, it was a photo that was floating around of Lolly at the time that looked kind of suspicious. And it was supposed to be what Marcus took a picture of her and they was having relations together, allegedly. All right. With a 19-year-old girl that was on crack, cocaine. So that was the biggest red flag around that time. All right. When it came down to like what kind of person Marcus was, we got definitive information about who he was, what his character was about, and that he was seeking to be with underage girls. Not underage girls, excuse me. He was seeking these younger girls. And Lolly, there's a recording where Lolly herself is saying he wanted me to act like a little girl. You know what I'm saying? During that time. So it like caused a firestorm. And a lot of people, it kind of fizzled out. He did a lot of things. He worked with her behind the scenes, Lolly. Then he tried to straighten that up. But it was a lot of information at the time to show that Marcus had a particular type of girl that he wanted to be with. And everybody was looking at him kind of suspect around that time. Right? Yeah, everybody was looking at.
I got an echo, but I'm finna share what you're speaking about. I'm finna
Mhm.
share a video real quick, okay?
All right, go ahead.
Atlanta Street interviews and the preying that he has done upon women who he's interviewed. After reading the comments, I was shocked to see how many people are unaware of the situations and how many people still don't believe it after hearing him admit to it. So far, 3 interviewees have come out and said that they felt used and betrayed by him after sleeping in his bed. I wouldn't be surprised if there are more accusers that just haven't come out yet because they don't have the platform to do so. These allegations have been going on since 2022. Yes, his first accuser came out almost 2 years ago. So let's discuss the facts surrounding these situations. And yes, I say facts because Marcus has come out and admitted to having relations with all of these women after his interviews. His very first accuser to go public was Monique. She claims that Marcus propositioned her after the interview, asking her how much would she charge to perform lewd acts on him. After she did a video exposing this behavior, Marcus then deleted the video that he had done with her, trying to erase all traces that he even knew her. Fortunately, it didn't work. Monique continued to tell her story, even going on other platforms telling about her story. Eventually, Marcus came out and admitted to bringing this girl to his home in an attempt to have relations with her in exchange for a place to live. And then Yana came out with a very similar story to Monique's. Yana says that she was going through a rough patch in life. But after she interviewed with Marcus, she was offered to go live with Marcus for a couple of months while she got herself together. But of course, in exchange, she had to carry out all of his intimate fantasies. But before she can get back on her feet, she was dismissed and had to move back home with her mother, but not before she ended up pregnant by Marcus and was forced to terminate the pregnancy because he didn't want the kid. And just like with Monique, Marcus actually came out and admitted to allowing this girl to live with him and having relations with her and getting her pregnant. And then there was Sunny, the double amputee that Marcus interviewed on his channel. After asking her very obscene questions during her interview, he turns around and asks the followers how would they like to see him take her on a date. Lucky for her, she wasn't homeless, so she didn't need a place to stay, or I'm sure he would have offered one. But that first date turned into an overnight stay where the double amputee ended up giving up her goods to him on the first night. He attempted to do some damage control by dating this girl until she got upset with him. She then used her platform to tell that she felt that she was being used to provide content for him. Weirdly enough, she recanted those statements. After he stopped by her house, they went live and he coached her through the recantment. Well, now the interviewer says that he's tired of staining his channel and that he's changing his ways. He wants to use his channel for the good and keep it all positive. Well, only time will tell if he'll be able to refrain from allowing his addiction to women interfere with the good that's being done on his channel. Homeless women in Atlanta need to know where doing the interview with the man in the Jeep could lead you. And while there has been some good to come from his interviews, there has also been some bad. And to everyone who doesn't believe what this man has done after he's admitted to it, you're also part of the problem. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video and follow us on all social media platforms so that you can stay up to date, and we'll see you on the next one.
Shout out to her original content is awesome. Y'all can hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's up? I said
Yeah,
it
I can hear
all. Okay.
What's going on, T?
I brought that
what's
up
going on.
because it's just confirming the other women, and there's one more clip that I want to show. But you guys go ahead and say what you had to say. I know I said it is new to the panel. Welcome to the panel, you guys. He is the one that's doing the great content, the great editing, the great little video shorts. Shout out to you. I said it.
I appreciate you. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear my background?
No, you good.
Nah, you good. You good.
Okay, because I'm at work. I do make a show. Yeah, I don't know too much of the history as far as the sector goes. I've been watching Atlanta Street interviews on and off for the past few years though. I think I came in around that time with Lolly and I forgot the boyfriend name and that whole
Lewis.
Lewis. Yep. And
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to say like I appreciate what y'all do because it's power in numbers. And there's a lot of people that would have got away with a lot of stuff if it wasn't for public outrage. And and we need to do this more because I hear a lot of people talk about white privilege, but the truth is, if this was a white man, Asian man, or anything else, this would be CNN news by now. This would be big news.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
White man use and abuse young black women and young black youth and stuff. This would be headline news. So like the fact that this is not talked about more and it's not bigger of an issue is a problem. And that's a indictment on us as a community, which is why they don't take us serious when we cry out, because they say, y'all do it to each other and don't nobody say nothing. But when we do it, it's a problem. So that's why I don't nobody take us serious. So I just wanted to say, I appreciate what y'all do as far as shedding light on these type of things. And people like to hide, like people like Marcus, they like to hide behind that black title. Like, oh, I'm a black man trying to feed my family. Woo de woo. That's how they try to escape.
Well, brother, let me educate you about him. I got on him about the fact that he's not a foundational African American. He's from St. Thomas. All right. And I used to ask a question: would you go in there and do that to them little island girls down there in the islands in St. Thomas or St. Croix, where you from, where your family originate? I don't think you would. And sometimes we got to look at the fact of I used to do live streams about the xenophobia, the Caribbean, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Because living down here in South Florida, there's some people that because they feel like they're from Jamaica or they're from the islands or they're African, that we ain't the same blood. You know, we may not view it like that. Most African Americans don't view other black people as different, but then there are some people that do. But I strongly doubt that he would be out there doing it to little Caribbean girls. You know, what he's doing to these little African American girls. You know what I'm saying?
All skin
Exploiting
folk
them
ain't
at
your kinfolk.
18. Yeah.
All skin folk ain't your kinfolk. I used to live in Houston, like when I was a teenager, and I went to a real diverse school with Chinese people, a whole lot of Spanish people, African people, and I had Spanish friends, I had Asian friends, but it was some Africans in my class that told us that their parents told them not to hang with us.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's a real thing. And I brought that up to Marcus too. I talked to him on somebody else panel one night, and I brought that up. Like when you look at your DJ academics, when you look at the guy who ran World Star Hip Hop, the people who run the Shade Room, and they like
Mhm.
people who put us out there as a community in the worst form. A lot of times they don't be like you said of our bloodline.
Yeah, like World
They
Star
want
Hip Hop
us.
was started by like an African or something like something like he was black, but he wasn't one of us.
Right.
And remember back in the day, they used to have they had all the ratchet stuff, all the little ratchet stuff, making our people look really bad. And I used to ask Marcus, I said, okay, now Marcus, you got it where you out here asking these down bad, privileged, underprivileged black people about their stories and see what y'all don't realize. Marcus was like the first video I watched to Marcus was when he had it was where the woman was talking about her daddy is her son's father. It was those type of stories about all this incest and stuff. So he been selling smut. And that was one of the main things I used to criticize. I'm saying, like Marcus was been selling smut in all these scenarios where he paying homeless people to talk crazy, and some of the family members of the people that were being interviewed would come to the internet and say, "Nah, that was a lie." You know, because mind you, some of these people are on crack, they on meth, they on Molly, they on all kind of drugs, and so $10, $20, they'll tell a story and saying anything. You know what I mean? But that was a bad portrayal of our people when it comes down to like dang, like now black people out here having sex with their family members, you know what I'm saying? Intermediate stuff like making it normalizing like it was something normal. You know, like all the homeless people got these stories about them being touched on by their parents or their brother, their sister, their cousin. And it was all his interviews in the beginning, the majority of them were tied into where they were violated as children.
Okay, let me tap in real quick. I want to play another. This was from 2 years ago. I'm trying to enlighten the new audience, so bear with my echo because I'm on two different devices. But what we are finna watch now was 2 years ago. Um, so it's been on like you said, Octavius, it was about the questioning and how you was questioning these people and the 14-year-olds, the 18-year-olds, all these people that were coming out. It it was bad. But again, I'm gonna show this video. You guys are, if you're in the bushes, can you please make sure you hit the like button? It gives me traction. It lets YouTube know we are live and that you like the live stream. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this real quick if you guys don't mind, and then I'll let y'all finish. Let me go there and get to it. Okay, so this is You Said It. I'm gonna push mute.
Are you playing it, Sheena? Because I don't hear anything. Can you hear anything? Okay. Jay, are you there? I don't know if we're like, am I in a limbo?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So I guess Sheena had dropped off or something. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody flow. Like,
I haven't broken any laws, right? Okay. And I haven't done anything wrong or whatever, right? So, yeah, this, that, and the third, right? Okay. Okay, it was a bad impersonation. But by a show of ones in the comments, who believes that it was absolutely wrong for this notoriously deviant character to ask that woman to let her 14-year-old daughter live with him so that he could dad her? Okay, by a show of peas in the comments. Who confidently believes that if that request would have been okayed, a number of deviant things would have probably and or more than likely happened? That's a show of peas in the comments. Oh, I almost forgot.
receipts. That's crazy.
All right, I had to. Let me get out of here. Yeah, I'm trying to run two devices because y'all were hearing echoes. Go ahead while I fix this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't even see how you would just pick random people out to have them type of conversations with. Like that's weird. There's always a strategic line of questioning.
That's weird, ain't it? Y'all can hear me now, right?
Yeah, you sound straight up again.
I sound messed up.
Yeah, like it's breaking up and it sounds sped up.
All right, now I should be on here good, ain't I?
Yep, yep.
Okay, cool. Y'all, I ain't no technology person, but I'm doing all right. All right. So what I showed y'all just now is the different age ranges that he has interviewed. This is not his first go around. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's why you see the community and the outrage. Like, okay, we've been saying this for a very long time. And the point of this live is how do we bond? And I salute you for saying what you said, Jay, about the ones that's standing up for the good cause. It's been a fight, bro. Okay. I mean, it's been like a demonic fight. When I say spiritual fight, it's just been hard because when you want to stand on what's right and you see those things that's wrong, of course people is going to try to deflect from what you're saying and make you out to be this type of person, and you're speaking the truth. They always come for the truth seekers, you see what I'm saying? And me personally, I'm looking out for everybody's child, not just Yaya, everybody's child that Marcus have got a hold of. No lie. And I'm gonna stand strong by that. So you guys can go ahead and respond. Y'all see the videos of all the 14-year-olds, the 15-year-olds. This has been going on for 2-3 years now. I remember one video when Marcus met a 14-year-old at 2-3 in the morning and got her own video. And now in my head, I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
we
damn,
made
this is
outrage about
sleeping
that.
with these
Remember?
people. Go ahead.
We made outrage about that, about him interviewing. It was a 14-year-old. I can't remember that situation per se,
I think her name
but
Ayla or something. I'm not for sure.
yeah, but it was like, oh no, Marcus, then he said he was never going to do that again. I
Do
think
you have
Kiki
the
did the
clip?
story.
Do you have the
No,
clip?
Kiki did that story about the 14-year-old girl a long time ago. But
But don't you have a clip where he cried and said he did wrong and he ain't?
oh yeah, I got the video. Yeah,
I
I played
mean,
it on my last live. It's on
yeah,
my last live
okay.
where he was saying, "I'm gonna be a better man."
Mm-hmm.
Because we were getting on his ass.
Vegas, can you drop or MJ? Can you drop Octavia's link, and can you drop I said his links to their channel? You guys go check out their channel if you want to see the video of Marcus confessing. Go check it out on Octavia's channel. He just did a live like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But go
No,
ahead.
it showed where he went to church. He went into this lady, and he was saying that. So we got on Marcus so bad that he went out and said he saved some girl from sex trafficking, and he went to some lady's house, and I don't know if the lady would sound like she was some kind of like missionary or something like that, and she prayed for him. And then he got in a car, and then he broke down crying, saying that the platform got bigger than him. He been sleeping with the some of the interviewees, and this, that, and the third. And he swore that he was going to be a better man. And that was in March. That was March 6th of 2024. All right. And we, saying like, there ain't nothing new to this or whatever. And now I would just say that I haven't really been active in the sector in over a year. Right. Now,
Right.
Now, when there was some issues like that would pop up, I didn't need no mama or nothing like that to report something that is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So like right now, the whole situation with that little girl being on film, that's a federal offense. The mama, all that jurisdiction talk and making it seem more difficult to get the right police officer. Like, you know what I mean? All she got to do, all that needs to happen is that she pick up the phone, call her 911, and report a crime, and they're gonna send that bald head white man that be in every city with the black shirt and the khaki pants and the black shoes. You know what I'm saying? And gonna come in there and get it. Go the sunglasses and all that. They're gonna be really friendly and nice. Oh yeah, oh ma'am, yeah, let me know, and you know what I mean. And he said, I'm gonna investigate this. And that mama ain't got to worry about nothing out of there about what jurisdiction, FBI, whoever, whatever. That's a crime just like murder. Okay.
So question, can't we, even though the people have been calling, I'm going to say shout out to the people that is making their calls. It is a team effort. It ain't just one bigger than the other. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to the subscribers that's making phone calls, because, hey, I'm not going to take credit away from everybody that's getting involved. It's not just one. But when I say this, Octavius, as the viewers that, probably pay for the site and seen the 18-year-old, can't you report it yourself? It don't necessarily have
You're a witness. You should report it because you was a witness to a crime and you had watched CSIM.
Because a lot of the viewers
it's illegal to view it. It's illegal for you to view you committed a sex crime in general just by you viewing it. Look the law up. If you watched it on If you
See,
watched it, so you need to make a report to the FBI to say, hey, I just found out this girl is underage. I did not purposely. I thought everything was going to up and up with this website. That's why when he was doing that, remember I came over here, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, like Marcus, you filming this stuff with homeless people? And I say, man, it's going to be a matter of time. Marcus going to get himself locked up because I know that he out there, he was living. Marcus been, in my opinion, Marcus looked like he been doped up. He been having excessive sex and, getting high. We know he do the weed and edibles and stuff like that. But it's like, seems like Marcus been can look, uh, it looked like he done graduated with certain things,
but
in
I
that
said
dope
he did
area.
because he's
Most
like
definitely.
running around Hercules. Okay, you know that Hercules act. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
Grown ups. This is a totally
right.
different character from me breaking down Josiah's to this character.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially
yeah.
when I was seeing.
Mark, and you hang around them. You like see the thing about the streets, right?
Hmm.
You hang around a chick like Quetta or somebody that do crack, one of them crack girls. At some point, they'll offer you like how many guys told me they became crackheads. They'll go out and they'll deal with a chick like Quetta or one of them girls they got, that's on drugs down bad. They want to get you addicted. My homeboy got like done like that. They offer you threesomes. They had a hunger working man. And they know you got some money. They gonna do whatever they can to put you in a position to just try it. And the guy told me, he said how he got addicted to crack. And he said, I'm still addicted. He said, I ain't did it in 20 years. He said, but ain't no greater feeling in this world. He said, what the girl told me to do, it said when I do climax, hit the pipe at the same time, it is the best feeling you'll ever have. Dude did that. He said, bro, I've been jacked up 30 years later. He's still jacked up. You hang around these type of women that's on heavy drugs, their whole thing is to get you to sponsor the party,
Hmm.
right?
I turn you
It's
out.
they're gonna turn you out on the dope.
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
they know you got a little extra money. They know you got a good job, a little extra money. Their whole game is I'm gonna turn this trick out and I might have it where I'm gonna be his girlfriend. All he wants is sex anyway. Give him whatever he want, and they get high for a whole month off your retirement plan. You know what I mean? I've seen this happen to guys a lot. Market and like I told Mark, I said, Marcus, you ain't bigger than a program in these streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a street thing. And then you're not culturally African American like that. You know what I mean? You don't understand. See, I grew up with crack in the 80s at 6 years old, seeing grown women do turn tricks, walking outside during the crack era. You know what I'm
I
saying?
tap in on that. Like I said before, shit, when you know the streets, and Marcus is like was green to the streets. And now that
He
he got a
is.
hold of something, you green, man. You letting them run through you. You a trick anyway. You lose if you really was gonna call yourself pimping, you was losing your 304s back to back from your audience that was picking them up. So you wasn't, pimping right. I gotta watch my words with YouTube because people blocking channels. Come on, y'all. I ain't
Right.
monetized just yet. That's why I ain't monetized and again, I'm doing this for free. So I'm doing it because anything that's connected to Marcus, this is why Octavius left. I start doing different content. It's negative energy. It's dark. It came to be attacking these vulnerable people instead of then hearing their stories and seeing how we can advocate for them. It became butcher them and things like that. I was guilty going back and forth with them too. I'm not gonna sit here like I wasn't guilty with, you know what I'm saying, engaging. That's why I had to clean my whole channel up. But it had got so dark because Marcus was hopping from platform to platform. like giving people permission and yeah, you could use my stuff and things like that, and then taking permission away once he didn't like you no more, or somebody hit your link that he don't like. He always wanted a control power over me, like, oh God, you got ZX over there, oh God, you got Octavius over there. And I'm like, hey, everybody can hit this link, nobody controls my panel. That's why a lot of people left too, because they feel like I didn't have control over my channel. But now that I cleaned it up, everybody's welcome, even if you disagree with me on the panel. And that's, it's always been that way. People were trying to put the narrative out here like they control me, they knew me. Nobody knew me. I've been standing for what's right. Even when Marcus was on the panel, I was telling him the shit was nasty. Like, come on, dude, this is nasty. You sleeping with homeless women. You sleeping with people, you know what I'm saying, that got problems, mental health problems. Why can't you find nobody else? So when people say when I was riding with the content, I ain't gonna lie, like Octavia said earlier, we was pushing each other's channels out. We were getting numbers. You see what I'm saying? Everybody was eating off of this shit. So when I see
Say
y'all
with
leave
him having that
to
big,
congratulate,
you know, and some people felt like because Marcus, you know what I'm saying? Okay, even with the Sonny had got channel blew up overnight. And so some people felt like if they be cool with Marcus, they're going to be Sonny. It was going to be Sonny 2.0. Some people fell for the banana in the tail.
Sonny was special though. That's why I mean she really could have boosted her channel with her what she had going on. So she was
Mm-hmm.
special for everybody. But yeah, they would go ahead, Cloud Chaser. Go ahead, Octavius.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of people, you know, they saw green. You feel me? And it didn't work out for nobody. You know what I'm saying? The truth be told. But you know, like now we at a point where we're seeing Marcus is on his downfall, and um, the sector. That's why we didn't want to have it named after his channel and him in particular, is because we already seen what it was. And yes, you're right, Sheena. I got to the point where I started doing other content. And like, yeah, I was going live talking every time I went live talking about the street sector. It was a cool 400 people in the chat, 400 plus people in the chat every time. You know what I mean? But it was always dark. I had to talk about like it always related to somebody's like 18. It always related to something talking about sex and drugs and homeless people and menstrual cycles and all kind of stuff. It was filthy.
Yeah, the
And
bad
it,
about the menstrual cycles when everybody was like, "Ooh, he ate her with the catheter in," and the menstrual cycles. Like, dude, I started picturing some of this sick stuff, and I was like, you know what? I don't care if I have 10 people in my chat. I'm finna just do my content different because this is dark and nasty. Like, who is eating people on a cycle in a
no,
catheter
and he admitted that he had sex with the girl on the cycle.
and
But
ate it
with
out on her period?
yeah,
And she went around on everybody's platform and said he took it from her. And we felt sympathy for her, like, oh God, no, Marcus, you didn't take
yeah,
it from that, handicapped girl. We talking about Sunny, the interviewee, if you're new to the channel. It was going around that he had took her, took it while she was on her cycle. We don't know the real truth because she came back and changed it up, all that, right? So there's no victim. If you say he took it, you got us out here advocating for you,
yeah.
saying
When she
no,
recanted it, it's no, you can't, you know, what you gonna do with that,
it's no.
you
And
know?
I know this is graphic, but when she's going around saying he ate her on her menstrual and it was still a catheter in there, and he told her he don't care because he's a grown ass man, then we really start looking at him like, what is your beard is yellow, you got flakes and stuff. Like, a lot of people start opening their eyes, like, what kind of man is going around here sleeping with homeless people? And then you didn't even care about the handicapped lady having a catheter on her menstrual, and you still went down on her. And it's going around
Right.
YouTube. Like, it got nasty. How can you break down something so nasty and still have your audience that came from talking about mental health and something else, and they've been abused or they've been through some kind of trauma? How you gonna bring that in and seem like you standing up for the guy that allegedly took it from the girl, but when the girl say he didn't do it. It's like you up against a wall. Like, hold on, she said you didn't. Now she's saying you didn't. So it's
Well,
like,
that's it. The thing with Lolly, um, he went back and he did the most. I know he did the most on the back end with Lolly to get her to come back and like, what I'm saying, recant what she was originally saying about him.
she made
Because
him
he's talking about, oh,
act like a little kid. Do you remember that statement? I'll go
yeah,
back.
yeah. But then he said that I never saw the part two to it, but he had brought her back to the channel, and I think he did an interview or something like that, or a call on the phone. It was something like that because I think me and him had a conversation about it, and he was telling me like, oh nah, she came back to my channel and she now. But we are when the whole thing with Lala, we already kind of knew. I'm like at that point that girl looked like she was a petite 18-year-old. You know what I'm
That's
saying? The
it.
19-year-old rather. She was petite. She seemed like she of course she was on drugs. She was on heavy dope. And he slept with her. You know what I mean? So it was given like he likes this vulnerable type of thing, with these he had a particular type that he liked.
Hold
You
on
know what I
one second.
mean?
Hold on. You guys, I hate to do this, but you got to do this because some people might have forgot to hit the like button. If you guys hit the like button for free, it helps tells YouTube that you are enjoying the content, that you want the show to keep going on, that you like the content creator, and that is for free. So to the one that's only 60 people that has hit the like button, I appreciate you, but I need at least 100 more people to hit the like button because we got almost 300 people in here. I mean, that's for free. I'm not interrupting the show. I just said, give me a second to remind the people, if you have not already hit the like button, hit the like button, go smash it, come back in and enjoy the conversation. I appreciate it. Okay. I don't want to stop the show. So I see my moderators begging y'all to hit the like button. And I'm like, let
Yeah.
me tap in. So go ahead.
Yeah. So
Hey,
we
Lala,
already knew
Lala, up.
a lot of these girls were on dope. Now the whole thing with Monique was a very special case, but Monique was like prior to the street sector being like established, but we talk we everybody it wasn't that much coverage on Monique because Monique didn't really want to be a part of the commentary. You know what I'm saying? She would be, she had a channel around that time. But Monique was talking about on her own channel about how Marcus got with her and he didn't want her to take no bath. He wanted it funky off the street. She went to the house. So what she said was, because I had watched one of the older videos. So I played a little bit about Monique on my channel the other night. Of Marcus talking about Monique. But Monique said that he gave her these edibles. Monique was a schizophrenic woman. Monique, a beautiful woman. She's homeless, but she's a self-admitted schizophrenic.
Let me tag in because see, that's what's making me mad. When we talk about the ladies that speak up for Marcus, it's always they disabled or they crazy, like Shatora.
No, but the thing is, he likes the fact that he likes that disabled
That's what
thing.
I'm just finna say. They're victims
Mm.
too. We just can't say minors
No,
because
I believe what Monique said verbatim. I do
I
because it
believe
adds up.
Shatora. Everybody put
Yeah.
Shatora down, and you don't know the Shatora, the new crazy character,
Mhm.
as they say. But I believe what she had to say. First of all, she had it on recording. I played it in one of my live, and he said, "Oh no, Shatora's crazy," but he didn't ever address Shatora. And if we gonna
Mhm.
talk about some shit, you taking advantage of mental health women
Oh yeah,
too.
the girl in the tent, right?
Yeah, the girl in the tent. Remember, I did about almost 9 months ago. I was like, "Hey, y'all, don't discredit Shator. Yeah, the bitch is crazy, but she screwed him, and he crawled in that tent, and she paid him 100. He paid her $100, and everybody discredited her. So it's like, damn, they discredited Lolly when Lolly said he wanted her to act like a little girl. They discredit fucking Sunny. I know she don't like me. I don't like, but they discredit her, and then she recanted it, so we couldn't really say nothing. And then now y'all discrediting this young girl because she's a runaway. Because no, something can be done. And just because you support Marcus and you feel like nothing could be done because they ain't pressing charges, that's when the community needs to get with the mother in the news and get
Mm-hmm.
down and take care of business. This is not done because the mama don't want to say nothing. If you pay her a couple of dollars, she might change her mind. It's a couple of y'all out here paying the interviewers. Pay her a couple of dollars and get her down to that police station. But us as a community can report it as a community, as to say we want to see something done, because either I watched it or I clicked in and I didn't know it was a minor, or everybody
Mm-hmm.
and this was a minor. Something needs to be done. As a community, we can do that. Go ahead.
And let me say this. Back in the early 2000s, they had that R. Kelly tape floating around,
Oh my.
and I was in college, and one of the deans was there. He was like, this at Bethune-Cookman, and he was telling me, he was like, if everybody that watched that video, if watching that video can get you locked up just by itself, you
That's
know what I
why.
mean? And if you are like the stuff, if I've seen anything, come across anything that's weird online involving what I perceive to be a child, you make an FBI report, because you cover your own ass, because I don't even think the site was too much official. It don't seem like Marcus was doing the proper testing on the people that were doing the adult entertainment. You supposed to do testing. And the thing is, he is supposed to do age verification. He got to make sure that that person is over the age of 18, period.
Period.
And I'm
I can't
in
see
some states, I think they,
LA. I
what?
don't know why. I'm sorry. I cannot see Los Angeles, but I love his content, y'all. And I see a couple of y'all didn't subscribe. I appreciate y'all to new Los Angeles. I see them hollering at you. I tell you this, why can't I see this gentleman in my chat? I'm not blocked and he don't got me blocked as he, so why can't I see him?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it must be on his end. If it's like that, if he can type in your chat and be seen.
Because if he could type in my chat and everybody see him, but
Yeah, that means that you don't have him blocked. He must have something. I don't know.
Or he got to go to the three dots on my channel and unblock me.
Yeah, I guess maybe that it could be that.
Okay, so
I have a situation like that with somebody else in another sector where I could be seen in a chat, but they can't see me. Or no, it's vice versa or something like that.
because everybody could see him but me, and I'm like, now listen,
Right.
I went to his channel and checked the three dots, and he's not blocked over here. So he might have to check on my channel where the three dots is and see that he blocked me. Because me and him did have a couple words when I first met him, but now he see what we see. Hello, welcome everybody into the chat. I see y'all. I see y'all. All right. This is a great dialogue. The link is in the chat. If you want to hit the link and join the discussion, you are more than welcome. I appreciate you guys getting a like up.
And let me say,
Go ahead.
this, Shinna, and because I have to. And the street sector was formed by Kiki. And Kiki was my girlfriend. We formed it together. Marcus, one of his first live stream interviews was on camera was with Kiki, right? And I came in the tail end of that video where me and Marcus was talking. And in that video, she was telling Marcus, you gotta be careful with the ladies. And like I said, what kicked off the sector was the drama with Yana. All right, the drama with Yana, her being in the closet, and all of that. Benji and Psychology Eats, they were doing reaction videos or interviews with people that were related to Marcus. Not well. Lisa, let's talk about Benji. Benji did that with Monique, and then after the whole thing with Yana, but how the story broke with Yana was the email that Yana sent to Kiki and Marcus and me, me and Kiki and Marcus and Yana, we had a little thing. And so Kiki went live and exposed the email where Yana talked about her being in the closet and have to hide from the children. And that she had got an abortion and shit because Marcus told her to get an abortion. And she sat there, she talked about the freak offs and the threesomes with other homeless people. All right. That's how the drama started. All right. And then you had people like Bob's Queen and all that. And then, moving around people that were doing content, we started sharing other people out. Psychology Eats was in that. She definitely was. Benji was on the back end. Benji didn't never get into the live stream community at all. There is nothing out there where Benji ever got into the live streams around that time. As much as we seen Benji, we got on the live stream and hit a panel was when he was over there with Marcus, being pro Marcus with Chase Dolt. That is much as you see a Benji hitting the live stream being part of the street sector at that time. Before that, he was over there just doing, and Benji was so thirsty for Marcus that what he did was, when he was trying to interview everybody around Marcus to get Marcus on his channel, and Marcus was saying the dude was creepy. All right. He was creepy. And when he finally got Marcus to do the interview, he created a thumbnail with Marcus with his shirt off. You know what I'm saying? And Marcus was like, dude, you sexualized me with my shirt off on your channel, on your thumbnail. All right. That's who Benji is. Benji is the person that got kicked out of the beef sector. You can look up Timothy Blaine dragging him for filth. You know what I'm saying? They're from the beef sector. Him and Troy Allen.
New people is the beef sector. Is that what you're telling me? Because I don't know none of this.
But Benji been floating around the streets. We can't say that he's not part of the street sector.
Yeah.
Because he was on the back end with Kiki and myself, calling us and stuff like that. But as far as him like having an influence on creating shit, nigga, it's a reason why they call me the emperor of the street sector. Okay? There's a reason. Even the people that don't like me over here, it's a reason. You know what I mean? Now, when I left the street sector and I was in the streets outer sector, doing some other stuff over there, that's when Troy crept in, and that's when Troy set up shop over here in my absence, because me and Troy we know each other very well. All right?
And can you
I didn't mind.
Audience, how you know Troy? Because we all was new to Troy.
Well, Troy. Well, my friend Rob went to jail. Troy called me one day out of the blue. I don't know how the nigga got my number. He said Rob gave him my phone number. Then Rob told me that he never gave my phone number out to this guy named Troy. Right? So anyway, he said, yeah, Rob in jail. I talked to him. He told me to reach out to you. Da 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 da. And then I said, okay. He's on the phone asking me questions about my friend Tracy from the B sector. And I was like, well, I'm not, do you think that she stole his stuff and all this shit? And I was like, I'm like, nah. I'm like, God, I said, this is a nigga from the internet. He probably recorded me, right? Less than 2 hours later, the nigga was live playing a recording of me with almost 2,000 people in the chat. Acting like he got some tea to play, just me talking about Tracy or whatever, and I didn't even say nothing about her. So he recorded Rob without his permission in jail, and recorded me without my permission, and that's illegal in the state of Florida. That's a felony. All right? And I had to kind of like fight off Troy around that time to get him, you know what I'm saying? Because Troy got extremely mad when Rob started calling me, and I recorded what he would say while he was in jail. The story's real big. You know what I mean? And, he threw a hissy fit. So allegedly he said he reported Rob when the second time he got out of jail, and was calling his sister, trying to get his sister on the phone. You know what I mean? So Troy is a very persistent person. So when I never really fucked with Marcus. So when Troy came to the sector, I kind of was laughing to myself about it, because I know Troy is he's a very obsessive motherfucker. Troy is a very obsessive nigga. You know what I mean?
Hold on. a lot of people drop. Nah, we ain't here to bash Troy. Because if he's
Yeah.
obsessive and doing his job and calling parents and shit like that, let's let him
Oh no, no, we ain't hating on that. I'm not
yeah,
hating on that.
do his job. I don't want to make it seem like we just letting y'all know who the characters is, because a lot of the characters is coming out now since this is
Yeah.
hitting. You see what I'm saying? So go ahead. I just wanted the audience to
Yeah.
like, oh,
So
hold
and
on,
no,
let's talk
I ain't
about
hating
Troy.
on him. I'm telling the real backstory of what Troy was doing over in the beef sector. So he kind of like
Yeah, I
simmered
want the
down.
background.
But he came over after I had pretty much left the street sector. You know what I mean? Because if I would have been over there, it probably been a confrontation to a certain degree. So I quietly out of the way, and I ain't have a problem because I'm like pretty much go get him. I was pretty much in my back of my mind, go get him, Troy. You know what I'm saying? But Marcus, I said he gonna get on Marcus' neck, which he did. You know what I'm saying? So um, that's how that played out. You know, that's why y'all seeing what y'all seeing now. And right now with the mother, I don't really believe that they like the people that the mother's trusting right now is gonna really want finality with Marcus. You know what I mean? Truthfully, because that's gonna kill the content.
Okay,
All
because I'm
right.
just finna say something. So you're telling me that you don't, because not out of my mouth, okay? But any,
Mm.
hey, anything that viewers say on my channel is what they say, and it is what it is. Anybody could get it. But you're saying that you really don't think that Troy and everybody is gonna pursue the mama to press the charges. Is that what you're saying?
I don't.
Because we
I don't
don't
think
know.
they really care too. I don't really think they care too much because if like with me, I could go live right today, and I go live today and get Marcus locked up. I don't need the mama for shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Well, that's our
All
goal,
I need is
right?
that web. You give me that web link where it was. You give me that web link where it was, and I'll go live and I'll be talking to an agent today. If y'all want me to do that, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
See,
gonna
need
but
make
you got to keep
nobody. I
in
don't need no
mind.
mama. Nothing.
yeah,
See,
we
but you got
don't.
to keep in mind that the feds don't work like the state. So I was just saying this as somebody comments
I'm gonna
the
put
other day. It's not gonna happen as fast as you think, as fast as you would like, because this is federal. So the feds will come 6 months later. They got to make sure they got their case made. That's why they got a
Right.
97% conviction rate. So it ain't gonna be, oh, they come knocking on your door tomorrow. No, they're gonna build their case. They're gonna put everything they need to together, and when they get you,
Mm.
they already got you. That's how the
Yeah,
feds work.
but right now, wherever that crime took place locally, when it come down to that little girl being filmed on camera, the local police have jurisdiction over that. And then also when it comes down to the child, it falls under missing and exploited children. All
I
right.
got
So
somebody
that website needs to
backstage.
be seized.
I got somebody backstage, and your name is new. And I don't even know if you know I see your real name, but I pray to God you're coming on subject. It's an open link. We're not here to beef. We're not here to go back and forth. We just really trying to focus on what we could do about this situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and add you. I got my banner up. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Hey, Miss
Hi,
Sheena. It's Big Tasty, aka Country Nay. Hey, Octavius.
hi,
Hey,
Big.
What's going on?
Say It podcast. I'm not here. I don't really beef like that,
No,
but
you
I
don't.
just wanted to
I
bring.
subscribe to your channel too. I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, I don't do nothing but eat and go out sometimes. But what
Mm.
I'm trying to say is that did everybody notice how all of a sudden now this narrative have came up with the missing laptop? I believe that Marcus wanted them to steal that laptop because
Why did he
that's
leave?
where he will. That's how he could say, "Well, all my contracts were in the laptop." Or the IDs that I have taken were in the laptop. So people aren't even thinking that deep into like why did the laptop go missing? He said after they did the spicy with the young kids allegedly, Polo was over there. He said that the feisty when they were getting their hair done at Wanda's, and
After
then after they got
Monday. Uh-huh.
huh
After makeup Monday. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How did the laptop end up at the Airbnb? Go ahead.
Feisty already told him off gate, well, dude, I'm going to Texas. And then Marcus kind of got upset about it and was like, trying to argue with the dude, Nick, like, what can you give her that I haven't already given her? XYZ, whatever. But you already said that you were done with them and you were just basically giving her somewhere to stay until they left off to Texas. And they are all saying that the laptop was stolen from out of the Jeep and not the Airbnb. And then the way that they said that Ola said that allegedly his brother stole it, but they had to let Ola know when Marcus left the Airbnb, and that's around the time that it got stolen. So there's a missing aspect about the laptop. The laptop was meant to be stolen because that's what he's going to say, or the identification and the alleged contracts that were supposed to be signed. That's going to be his defense, like, hey, I
That's
can't
why he ain't
prove.
got the ID and stuff. You think? Because I heard that might not be Marcus's laptop.
I'm not too sure. It may
Okay.
not, but if it is, I feel like he wanted that laptop to go missing. And if it was missing, why not track it as an Apple laptop? You could track that shit when it's dead and everything.
Oh yeah, if you upload anything to an Apple device, that stuff recorded, bro. That's in the
I mean,
cloud somewhere.
it's probably in his cloud, but I'm just trying to understand, like, he's hiding. Everybody's talking about the laptop story and so forth. And that's
Right.
all I had to say. Everybody, I'm proud of everybody in the sector for like trying to bring justice to the little girl. And I
Yes.
just feel like we should just put our differences
And
aside
that's
for a little while
yes.
and just deal with the issue at hand and get Ola and Marcus off the street. I personally feel like Marcus, if you did a crime in that Airbnb, why you even got people coming in and out? That was damage control.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
all these different stories are spinning off. You understand what I'm saying? He got
Right.
first he put Polo in the mix. Then you put Polo in because Miss Wanda let you know in advance. Well, I'm already doing tragedies makeover. So guess what? I'll do tragedy and Polos now. He is a very calculated person, and people are not realizing that. You brought a whole bunch of people in on the case who does not have the ability to tell the truth.
Because
It even went.
Polo and them was not there when that went down. So all of a sudden now Polo Feisty and all them went there the next day. You're right about that. He's very calculated. He's a manipulator. So the whole time while YouTube's going crazy, he's trying to figure out how to put Polo over there all of a sudden in a nice Airbnb. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then,
Shortly after, everyone else, the whole
right.
Mink Mink crew was in there. The whole Mink Mink crew. And then allegedly, Ola had to wait until Marcus left so he could come in. And that's around the time the laptop allegedly got stolen. That laptop was meant to be stolen, okay? I don't know if he.
But this what I'm gonna say, even because people saying it's not an Apple laptop, even if the laptop was stolen, it's still on his data, his phone, all of that is connected. If they need to
That
get
is indeed an apple. Go back to Marcus's old video when he put them all in a hotel. My thing is that why you had them little babies and them grown ass people in that little ass two cot twin size motel, but you gonna put these little kid them
the
two little
baby,
girls and Ola in that big old Airbnb.
because he planned on her being the next feisty, and he was gonna take care of her and groom her. That's what he wanted to do to
She
be.
was talking
Right.
about getting her a play. She was talking big money when they was talking about her plan when they was talking at that restaurant. And she was talking about getting an apartment and a car and all that type of stuff. And she said the money I get from this gonna be the money I need for that. So he spend that money when he want to. He get them little crazy people $20, $30, $40. But when he want to spend that money, he gonna spend that money.
Yeah, I
Right.
do. Yeah.
Right.
I think he spent the money on the young ones, on the real young ones, to try to keep them from talking. And I think he spent some big money on cash too.
Or he makes them
Man,
promises.
And
bro,
cash.
are you the one that did that video? It was an 18-year-old girl, and he was talking about, yeah, well, what are you doing? You're 18. and the
Yeah,
girl was
yeah.
you the one did that, and the girl was like, so you the one that uploaded that. I think you the one did it.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
you
Um,
talking about Cookie?
I said it is him.
yeah, and the girl was like, yeah, 18. She talking about she gonna get on OnlyFans and get her butt da da da, and do all that stuff with
Make $1 million.
OnlyFans. Yeah, yeah, and I was like, that girl just 18. She was
We ain't
just
never seen
just
that girl again. We never
No,
seen
And she
Cookie
looked and
again.
she looked younger. And she looked younger than
she looked
18.
like she looked like a whole 14-year-old in the face.
And like I'll say it, podcast said, why did you meet her so early in the morning in a wooded like area? Like you spent the night at that girl's house or something.
scary, man. Imagine how many creepers is out here like that doing this to our communities, and ain't nobody saying nothing. But go ahead. That's sort of scary to me. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Tasty.
he
I'm
talked to the
sorry.
girl. He talked to the girl at nighttime, and then he did another interview with her in the morning. So
Yeah, somebody
why
need to do
you?
an ID check with her.
Yeah, like why you get that close? How you get that close that fast? Well, she want to talk to you. She want to talk to you last thing at night, first thing in the morning.
Yeah, but even if you did set up an interview for the next day, you would have been able to confirm that she didn't do her OnlyFans through text message or calling her. You understand what I'm saying? Why
Mm-hmm.
show up like it was so weird, like he said. He be trying to get his money and his rocks
States you
off
gotta
at the
like
same time.
register in order to do adult content with OnlyFans. OnlyFans want all kind of paperwork.
Yeah.
So you just at one when it first started, it was doing it how like Marcus pretty much been doing it, just finding somebody off the streets, and then they found out some of the people that was on the original OnlyFans they were underage because
Mm.
they would cover people's faces and stuff like that. No, OnlyFans was like, no, they was about to, the feds was going to shut it down. They was like, no, you have to get people age verified. Period. Like we gotta
Right.
know every character in your if you're doing that, and that's gonna take a couple of days or so. You know,
But Feisty said that there were never no contracts and he wasn't really checking ID like that. That's why I feel like he wanted that laptop to go missing because he's going to use that as an excuse of why he don't have the contracts up and XYZ. And then the guy was like, Ola was like, oh, I got the laptop. But the thing about the laptop is I don't have the passcode. I think Polo has the passcode. So it's like
mm.
now they're bringing in unnecessary characters in on the mix so that
Mm-hmm.
they can be interviewed by the feds or the police as well when it does
Took a put the
happen.
story off. Well,
Listen, Rico, let me say this. Everybody involved is going to go down. And that's, I have to agree with I Said It podcast. Everybody connected is going to go down. So it's going to take some time because it's a Rico right now. It's a couple characters involved. So, like I was telling Miss Wanda and everybody else, this is the time for you to say Ali Ali oxen free, because they're collecting evidence and things like that. And, because we're not gonna stop. Even if y'all say the mama's drug that ain't gonna do nothing, we're not gonna stop. I'm not gonna continue to watch this man hurt our youth in Atlanta or anywhere else. Okay. And let me say something to y'all. If it was another man that I know about, I would be campaigning against him too. This is not just a Marcus thing, but right
Right.
now, Marcus. You understand that's who our focus is because that's what's going on right. Hey, this is real. So go ahead.
Well,
now
he
let
gonna
me
have
ask
to
y'all
register
this.
that stuff. That stuff supposed to be registered with the state agency. Even if, but wait, if he maybe was trying to get rid of, he probably has some other stuff on that laptop that has some. Now that we know that there's minors been involved, he probably got other stuff in that laptop. You know what I'm saying? That's CSIM now.
What about that
Um,
18-year just filmed?
yeah,
You
the
know, he,
18
Yeah,
year
he
old.
filmed.
Oh, did he film that? I didn't
he
know.
had the, what's her name? Kai. She had just turned
Yeah,
18. First, they said he didn't sleep with her. He just filmed her and she was above 18. But still, she was 18, y'all. That was a kid to me. I don't know. Now everybody's trying to say, what's the age? Yeah, legally 18 is consenting. You
but
with the filming, not consenting to have sex, y'all. I don't know why that's the
And
only thing.
he liked to live on the
Sheena,
wild side too.
Huh?
I
Sheena,
think he
I
liked to.
I asked Marcus this, right? That nigga live in Atlanta, right? Now, if you're a trick in Atlanta, you got Atlanta itself. You ain't got to be a trick. You just be a man with a working a job. Just have a man with a job and a decent pair of Jordans, and you brush your teeth. You ain't gotta have a car or nothing, and you can get a badass woman. You can get a fine ass woman in Georgia like it ain't like nothing, right? You ain't gotta be about much. Uh, I said, okay, Marcus, like you getting like he used to brag about he was making $30,000 a month, or he was making hella money a month and everything like that. I'm saying, but nigga, that's enough to. If he gonna trick, why you ain't got no Cardi B, BBL ass Instagram broad that you tricking on or some real bad
Right, why
bitches?
them
You know,
high
you ain't getting no bitches in their 20, like 28, 30 years old. You
Because
know what
he
I'm
can
saying? But
pay the
Yeah,
younger
you're right.
homeless crowd less.
Yep.
Them other
Yep.
girls is
right.
on one bank.
Yep. It's a control
I
factor.
mean, but still like a real a regular heterosexual nigga that's gonna trick, gonna get like there's guys I work with in the warehouse. And they nigga, they out there, you know, if they tricking with a bad bitch stripper. You know what I'm saying? They tricking with somebody look like Nicki Minaj.
they ready to
It
pay
ain't gonna
me a
be no damn
couple of hundred.
crackhead.
Yeah,
He
they
Yeah.
And
ready
use
to
you
pay
right
me a
too.
it's
couple of
more for
hundred.
his pockets. He keeps more for his pockets. But did y'all notice how Feisty skipped town and then now K3 is talking about he's going to LA? And I feel like they set this up because they said that in the interview that Marcus was doing with Feisty and Polo's new masked girlfriend, that's when Ola approached Marcus like, "Hey, I want to do content with you, whatever, whatever." And Marcus kind of brushed them off like, "Hey, I'm doing an interview right now. Hit me up later." I felt like they lined Marcus up.
So you felt so basically the word on the curve is saying he's been set up. Even if he's been set up, he know
He
better.
was supposed to not
Possible
fall
result.
for the bait. That was on him. But they all knew that there was no contracts and that he don't check IDs. He just take people word.
Well, then he should have been doing what's right because now you caught up. You feel me? But I see
Yeah.
what you're saying as they're saying, like, okay, they set him up. They sent this. I heard somebody said Lexi is connected to the young girl. I mean, I don't believe everything I hear. I just wait till the facts come out. You know what I'm saying, Tasty? Because there's so much going on. And like you said, Tasty, when it comes down to did they set him up? I don't know that part, but the part I think, in my opinion, is as the responsible adult in a situation, Marcus know better. He been getting warned. He been getting talked to. He been getting prayed for. To people that don't like him. I mean, warning before destruction. Let me put this up here because everybody thought I was playing. No, y'all, these is kids. We talking about young adults, and I don't like this shit. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead, Big Tasty or whoever. I just had to put that
Oh
banner.
yeah, I was saying like the thing about it is it's just like it's just like Backpage. They shut that down when they found out kids were being involved and trafficked on there and exploited. And whatever that website was, Sheena, I think you informed me that he was over there having men smashing other men's cheeks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
don't
that's
care how yeah, I was dumbfounded. I was like, wow. But I knew then that he wasn't because in allegedly they say Polo wasn't wearing no condom.
no, he
All
wasn't.
right. And
No condom.
he's, having unprotected rectorial uh, penetration with high risk, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, of getting diseases and everything like that. And Marcus right there feminine. I said that was ghetto all to itself and it was desperate. So like when I said Marcus ain't checking them people, Marcus is not doing the proper work as far as testing and checking the people that do that type of content, and that shit was bootleg. And now we see it really was. He was like taking these people to and at this point, like we Tasty Big Tasty Nate saying that yeah, it may have been set up where the boys got the laptop because Marcus don't want to go down by himself. Of
that's right.
course.
Drag
You
innocent
know?
people. Something that they just was trying to survive for a couple of dollars and get a couple of dollars out this trick. Now,
Right. And like Marcus used to brag about But y'all don't know Marcus
Ain't that
would
some
brag.
demonic shit? You know, like that
Marcus would brag. Marcus said he do not use condoms.
at
And
all.
I gotta find that interview where he was on my link. And when I talked to him, I
On
said,
that
bro, you
lab
don't
though.
really know condom?
He bragged about not using.
Marcus told us. You go and ask Marcus. Marcus will tell you himself to this day he do not use condoms. Now, when he was over there, had the transgender over there getting smashed and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like anybody that know anything about biology and science, and I ain't no discriminating to people what they do, but you know,
Man,
it wasn't no proper precautions taken for
it was
prevention of any kind of disease.
baby oil, and fluids flying everywhere. I'm just being honest.
They born influence.
Now he said Marcus make sure he got the baby oil on deck. I
He
said,
like cash. They
hell no.
say they said
Yeah,
Marcus requested the baby oil personally.
yeah, he was, wasn't he, Jay?
Right.
He said, hold on, let me get the baby oil for you. Could oil up cash real quick. So you know it was baby oil and fluids and smells like a mother effer in that damn
Boy, it was smell like boo boo, boo boo, and baby oil. Lord have mercy.
homeless people because it was Polo. I mean, come on. I like Polo little character, but he let Marcus use him. But it was Polo, so you know he probably got a
That
smell.
was a that was a humiliation ritual.
Yeah,
Because
it
I
was
said
to Polo. To Polo.
I
Go
made a
ahead.
video about that too. He was jealous because Polo ain't got nothing
Well, whatever it
that's
was,
worth nothing and can still get all these women, and you got to come with your money or your drugs, whatever you give them, right? So I feel like he was hating on Polo, and then he gave Polo credit for having the best scene on his page with Cash, but he then also admitted to giving people drugs because he said he gave Tone a pill, he gave this person a pill, that person a pill. So I think he got Polo nice and drunk, nice and doped up, and gave Cash because Cash, when Cash first came around, Cash was trying to play like Mother Teresa, like, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't be having X, this, that, and the third. So for you to go from that to being okay with being on camera like that, I think he spent a nice amount of money to make that happen.
Oh
A
yeah,
nice amount
he
of
yeah.
money.
paid Cash real good.
What's
He'll
going on,
tell you if
Victoria?
it's he gonna pay you. What's up, Victoria? Hello, everybody coming in the chat. He gonna pay you real good. The ones that it was a humiliation because all the women was loving on Polo, and he had to do it. As to say, I'm gonna show y'all who Polo is. He screwed men too. Instead of them coming out here and telling the truth about him screwing on Cash, he wanted to humiliate Polo. Jay, you said that right. That's sad. It's messed up because the women was loving on Polo till that happened and was like, whoa. And I'm glad it did happen because it gives women awareness that these men is still out here sleeping with these trans and going around sleeping with women. That get
And I saw I seen the interview after Polo. Polo's like, yeah, he enjoyed it. He loved
oh
that.
he
Like that means he gonna be doing it again. And I saw one of the episode when I saw Marcus riding around with Cash by himself in that Jeep or that whatever that car was he got now. I was like, Marcus, now you, I like either you did like you are just the greenest person in the world, or you don't know the G code. Ain't no real nigga gonna be riding around with no transgender, you know what I'm saying, one
with her
on one
out
ride
the window.
shotgun like boo. Sitting there, she was sitting she was sitting in the car riding like she with her man, like with boo.
Her
You know what I'm
hair
saying?
blowing.
They own the streets.
She had
I
her
said
hair
Marcus had a little piece of that. He done had a little piece of that. You know,
I
Yeah,
said her
he
hair
likes to
was
throw hints out there too.
go ahead.
Yeah, so he like to put little hints out there too. Uh, but then like when you like catch on to the hints and you say something, then like he attacks you like, oh no, y'all saying this about me. I'm just straight. I'm this. I'm that. But you put it out there. It's just I see a
bro,
video, but
what if you walk in on your homeboy? Hold up, let me just stop that right there. What if you walk in on your homeboy or your cousin, your brother. Let's say like, you know, you at your cousin house or your brother, you walk in your brother room and you look at his computer screen or his TV and he got the transgender porn playing. What you gonna think about him?
You already know. I ain't gonna
What?
say
All
nothing.
right.
I know at that
So
point.
what are you gonna think about a nigga that's in there watching two grown in there in the present, nigga, with the smells and everything, butts
And he said it
farting and
smelled good.
everything like that. Yeah, all that. He all that in the presence of this of it going down. And
Ain't no way.
you know, now he supposed to walk away like he the straightest man. He straight as arrow. Nah,
Nah, the man
nah.
camera. What do you think about the one holding the camera that's watching the two men bump nuts? I
That's
mean,
what I'm trying to say. You producing it, bitch. You producing it. You the film director. You right there zooming in on what the where on
man,
all the little whatever. You zooming in.
we
You
see
zooming in on the Badusi as somebody type. All
man,
that.
we seeing
Man.
cracks and all kind of man.
Right.
Me and Shinna talked about that before too.
Yeah,
One
we
time when I came up here and we was talking about like the spiritual aspect of this stuff. And they got religions. Like if you heard of people like Aleister Crowley and like his religion like Thelema and stuff, that's what like a lot of them Hollywood people is like into. This is like ritual
Well,
stuff.
you know
Watching,
he don't believe in God. He don't believe in the Bible. He came
yeah.
on my channel.
hold
Him
on,
to
hold
my
on now. Hold on. Now he believes in God and went and put a Bible scripture on his chest. But let me tell you, the devil knew God's word. Okay, so let me.
yeah. Oh, he used to brag
Mhm.
about how he don't believe in God. That's
Now
it.
he
That's some
loves
dumb
God and all
stuff.
that. At first he
Yeah.
served the universe. This dude is so mixed up. He's the author of confusion, especially when it comes to religion. It's only one God. So for him, Marcus, I know you in the bushes. For you to go get that phrase on your chest, God don't like you playing with him. That's all I'm gonna say. You put the 23rd Psalms on your chest. God don't like that. You're gonna have to stand by those words that's on your chest, sir. Go ahead, y'all.
You need to read
Right.
Proverbs. Oh yeah, that's
Bro, he
crazy.
used to hit my link. He used to hit my link or Kiki's link back in the day. And he would try to tear down God and like y'all dumb for believing in that. He know everything that's in the Bible. You know what I mean? And then we asked him what he believed. It was always some universe stuff or whatever. And see, I'm from the conscious community as well. And I already know what that is. And a lot of them guys in the conscious community, when they get start talking about they're atheists and they know everything in the Bible and they hate this, they hate that about God, you don't be surprised you find them up in the man quietly on the DL. And like we seeing that they usually some of these people they have done some dark evil stuff and they are like they feel guilty and convicted in their heart and they start to hate the Bible, to hate God. You know what I'm saying?
You said you
And
come from the conscious community,
yeah,
Conscious community, and they hate women. Go ahead.
mm-hmm,
so you know about Brother
yeah,
Polite.
yeah. I did reports on him a long time ago. I was one of the
Yeah,
few people. I was one of the people in the conscious community back in 2021. Uh, you know, I fought a lot of his friends around that time.
yeah,
Welcome,
yeah.
Coach.
Yeah.
Hold on, you guys. We got a guest. You've been gone for a little bit. What's up, Coach?
Hey, nothing much. Shinna, y'all can hear me pretty good.
Yeah, we
What's
hear you.
going on, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. I've been coaching AAU basketball, so I've been watching.
All right,
But say it again.
you caught up a little bit. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm caught up a little bit now. It's just like and this is what I want to ask, because like I said, y'all a little bit more in depth with the YouTube behind the scenes than I am. Of course, I don't really have a channel, but I want to know, because when stuff like this happens, it's a lot of different layers and different people involved, and you got to be able to investigate and try to get to the nitty gritty of what's going on, because it's too many people involved in Marcus's whole operation. And to think that these people did not know that this silliness and this illegal activity was going on, I find that hard to believe. I don't know.
Rico, go ahead.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, you know, because I'll bring it down to you like this, right? When I was watching the ASI videos, whatever like that, I would always comment in the chat when I saw some PDF file tendencies. And as soon as I do that, somebody will erase the message and block me. So what I call that is aid in the bed. I would call that aid in the bed.
You're talking
Because
about
you are
moderators and supporters and everybody. I know
the moderators in general.
Yeah,
That's
because
who
they're part of it. They're the ones calling Marcus, giving Marcus information.
they're operating in a system that Marcus and the moderators have concocted, I would say. And let's be honest, they know where the bodies are buried at. They know. Imagine the information they got. Imagine, like I said, even in you guys' channel, whoever has a channel, your moderators, you might speak to them on the phone, maybe. I guess. I don't know. Is that protocol for that or
Tell you
email?
something. Let me say something real quick. I already know for a fact that Golden be the main one dropping stuff to Marcus. I know that for a fact, and that's why I really took down a lot of videos, because right now it's an open investigation, and I don't mind testifying when it come down to it and put my John Doe on that motherfucker, because I've been here. But they won't put their John Doe. You think you're gonna stay anonymous behind that emoji? No, baby, you getting investigated too. You was the main one sending Marcus's text messages, and Platinum know who she is too. It's two of them that was sending them text messages. Okay, everybody goes down. Look up Rico. Y'all thought Shinna was just over here talking about Rico and Look this stuff up that I be talking about. Everybody goes down. Why you think I said I don't want no part of this? After following R. Kelly and Diddy's cases, you stupid. And everybody's talking about I support Marcus and connect me to him. Nope. Take my name off that shit. And everybody, you crazy. Okay. I watch too much true crime, but go ahead, Coach.
Yeah. Like I said, I think you hit it right directly on the head. But I would also like to say that, I mean, these people need to be investigated. Like the feds need to, like I said, trust me, they will do this. They're gonna do this because he's leaving like the ASI videos itself lead to many breadcrumbs for people to get entangled in something. So I look at the moderators as, you know, concierges or something like that to Marcus. I mean, legally, you know what I mean? People that are very, very close to him. And like I said, they probably seen stuff and just, you know, swept it under the rug for the situation. And that's wrong.
They call them handlers. If you look into them federal cases, everybody go down because they want.
Yeah, they got to, because they're involved. Like I said, Marcus would not get close to those women. I mean, man, like I said, he wouldn't be able to get as close as he can without help. I don't give a damn what anybody said. He's not in it by himself. Of course he look how he did the what's his name? Oli or Ola, the dumbass young nigga. He's a fool. He went on Troy's word and pretty much just admitted everything. He's going to the penitentiary before Marcus will. He's a fool. And then you sit around here, Marcus, and you put it all on tape. Like, you're going to jail. It's all over. That enough is gonna put his ass up.
Bro, I believe Marcus probably got secretly. This is my belief. I believe Marcus got on some heavy, you know what I'm saying, stuff. If you get my drift, dealing with them crackhead women. And I think he done went over to the other side himself. He done lost all sense of reality, bro.
Oh yeah, you know, but like I said, once you get a whole lot of money or a little bit of money, it brings out the worst in you. So if you a jackass with money, you're gonna be a bigger jackass. Trust me, it's happened to me. I got a little change one time. I pretty much lost my damn mind. You couldn't tell me a damn thing.
YouTube, okay, with Marcus. I did. I got a couple of numbers. And I said, hey, I was fighting. I damn near lost my mind and said, fuck this. This ain't my content no more. So I know what y'all talking about. Them views and that money be coming through heavy when it's nice looking. It's like, I don't want it no more. You see, I don't want no part of this. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, the part that these people gonna get is an interrogation room. That's what they don't understand. And like I said, I believe if I went around there and told what was going on it, if I said, hey, this dude is acting in some PDF activity. Why don't y'all blah blah blah? Next thing I know, I'm blocked. I'm cut off. That means you're negating an investigation because you're taking people that can stop the situation or bring in light to the situation, and you're blocking them and you're stopping them from being heard. To me, that's aiding and abetting. You know what I'm saying? That's just simple and plain to me. But I'm not no lawyer. I got some lawyers in my family.
I mean, but if you know the law, you ain't gotta be the lawyer to know the law, especially.
And like I said,
well, I'll say this much is like anybody that is just like in a murder investigation, and when there's a detective involved or an investigator, they're gonna get Marcus' laptop. They're gonna get all this computer devices. They're gonna go through all this stuff. They're gonna look for all the CSIM. They're going to go through all his contacts. They're going to want to know everything. Yeah, they're going to want to know everybody who he contacted, what the nature of their relationships are, who the friends are, who the enemies are, all that kind of stuff. They're going to know almost every aspect of that man's life and everybody surrounding him, especially concerning that crime. If people... Now the moderating thing, I like, I don't really think like, with that, but like if there are people on the back end that he's talking to in real life that
doxing and doing a lot with these interviewees, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now if something about intimidation, if they was weaponized by him, then it's a problem.
They still trying to attack that youngster because they saying
hey, and let's be honest, the witness list for the whole case is on his channel. All they gotta do is pull up some videos and who is that? Oh yeah. Let's go talk to her. Let's go talk to him. Let's go talk.
He got recruiters. He had Polo, Feisty, and a few other people bringing him people saying they wanted to do spicy content. So you got recruiters.
It goes deep, man. I don't think people realize how deep it goes and how many people are involved in this. You know what I'm saying? That know exactly what he was doing. It's so, like I said, you can't do this and people not know that you're doing it. It's impossible. You can't do this. Like I said, if we know he doing it, I'm in VA. I see a PDF file from VA in my damn living room. So how is somebody?
Like I said, you get money, right? You get money, and you're a trick, and you're a nigga that like you like hoes, okay? But the average nigga gonna get some Cardi B, Nicki Minaj looking ass, or Meg Thee Stallion looking ass broads, okay? That's what they're gonna be flaunting with. That's how they're gonna be stunting with. Marcus always had these things for these women that look petite, young looking, you know what I'm saying? A small frame, that kind of reflected a younger girl. And now we seeing that's what it was. And that's what it is. Now we can say definitively, he been around a child.
Man, that boy.
So like a regular nigga ain't trying to look at no shit. They trying to a black nigga trying to get me around some Meg Thee Stallion ass shit. You know what I'm saying? With some money.
Absolutely.
You trying to be around some booty and some hips and mature woman.
It's low hanging fruit for him. He like low hanging fruit. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. No, but it wasn't even that. It's the fact that he liked the petite. He liked that. It was already given what he liked. We see what he liked.
Yeah.
Well, you going out your way to find every 18-year-old, 19-year-old that you can. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, like that ain't no more.
I think you take a lot of them out. I think you take a lot of them out on them substances too, because it was too many people who like we saw them at first. They look healthy, they look clean, And then like every time you see them on the video, they look worse. Every time you see a new
Like
video,
Summer.
they look worse.
Summer.
They dirty. They right. So
Let me
like how you said like with like an unalignment investigation, the suspect gonna be the last person you were seen with. So if you the person who I always see them with, and if we're talking about who turned them out on these substances, you the first person to come to mind.
And then they're
Absolutely.
homeless and on drugs and they're unbelievable. So like
Yeah.
when I was a juror on a murder trial, and the prosecutor, they like before they even selected us, they were saying one of the hardest things to prosecute is like a woman that's on drugs as a believable witness, like a woman that is a woman of the night, or on drugs or alcoholic or stuff like that. They make
Yeah.
terrible witnesses because
and
people
Marcus
would discount that's what they got to say, based off that alone,
Yeah. And
and
Marcus,
they know.
go ahead. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you
No,
off.
so and prosecutors know that issue about like how jurors react to people. Like we were talking about Monique, we was talking about Lolly, and these manipulators. They know that as well. Like, oh, well, she on drugs, she crazy, she got mental
Exactly.
illness.
And
Or
people are
Summer,
gonna
she
check for
crazy,
her.
she on crack and all that. So she go to try
Yeah.
to the law. The police gonna be like, get your crackhead ass out of here.
and
Like
that
I
ain't
That's how
said,
they
right.
gonna.
yeah.
That ain't
But
Mhm.
right.
Marcus
Hold on.
Marcus feeds on those type of people because he obviously has in his brain that ain't nobody gonna do nothing with them dope fiends and somebody. Ain't nobody gonna believe him. Ain't nobody gonna do that. Like I said, he's betting on dealing with the disenfranchised so it won't come back to him. But what happened this time is he did something that was too bold. A seventh, I mean, come on, underage, man, come on, dog. He
Yeah, they
going to
make
jail,
terrible
dog.
witnesses,
Water
man.
like that.
Oh
He
yeah. Trust me,
water.
feisty will make a terrible witness on the stand, and all them other dope fiends looking weirdos. You know what I mean? They gonna make a terrible. I would not. If I was a lawyer, I would not. I wouldn't even put them dumbass niggas on the damn stand.
Let me say
And that's
something.
why and that's why he got that strategic. That's why he got that strategic way that he questioned people too, because he wanted to kind of gauge what he could get away with. That's why he want to know
Exactly.
where you're from, because he want to know if your family close around. He want to know, did you grow up in a house with your dad? Do you have any big siblings? He want to know all this because he want to
Absolutely.
gauge what he can
Yeah,
do,
some
what he
dads
can
and
get away with.
brothers. There was some dads and brothers back in the day that came out saying they were looking for Marcus.
Sure was.
You know what I mean?
Sure was.
Oh
Let me
yeah.
y'all. Let me say something real quick. Let
Go
me
ahead.
talk a bit. Uh, when it comes down to like, I'm looking at the chat, and it comes down to y'all saying talking about it. Bringing awareness out here is talking about it. Do you know there's people from so many different states right now tuned in? The more the better. You see, the put the bullshit to the side. It ain't about who like who right now. It's about making sure he can't touch nobody else's child. I understand people have feelings for Marcus. I understand people feel like we clout chasing. First of all, I made sure I ain't gonna get monetized because I'm not gonna get banned and then I can't get paid again. And soon as time for me to get monetized, gotta let me know. I'm telling y'all in the back. This is not an effort where we're chasing numbers. Okay, this is not where we're trying to grow channels, because if that's the case, all of us could have been growing channels every day on Marcus. That's not what this is about. We are different people from different counties, different states, concerned about what Marcus had been doing on a public platform. Not only did he film the 17-year-old and opened her wide, he published it to how many
Oh,
subscribers that's on that website that's across the
State
counties.
lines. Yeah, state lines.
So y'all forgetting the point that I see y'all point of view. I just sit back and listen. He published it. It got viewed.
mm.
Unfortunately, I got a screenshot of him opening that 17-year-old's behind us and zooming in. Okay. So
Go ahead, man. I ain't know all that.
I'm gonna have to keep putting that in the air because people
Jesus Christ.
y'all hold on, people keep feeling sympathy. So let me tell
That shit is sickening, man.
let me
Hey,
tell
I think after you give that to the detective, I think you need to get rid of that, T.
hey,
yeah.
That's
No,
not.
you gotta report that to the feds. You have to call the feds if you got that, Gina.
This is who
You
we.
know.
It's a lot of people got that. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people stand on business who got and screen recorded it. I'm not the only one. This is the thing. I'm always the only one got to stand up and put my name on some paperwork. It's a community of thousands of people out here.
Mm-hmm.
Said I don't mind doing it, but don't make me be the only one. And then I'm fighting all these supporters. We need to gang together and fuck
Oh
that.
no, I'll help you do it. Ain't no big deal.
Okay, so this is
Man, we're going. I take. Tavis will take the blame.
hold on.
You know, because they playing around. I'll take the blame for it. I
But
will call the feds on them.
you're not really taking the blame. You're really standing on business because you know what I'm saying. This too much. Like this is going
Oh no!
over.
If you got the
Yeah.
evidence of it, then we're gonna go ahead and just get it on out of here.
Yeah, get it
You know?
to it because man, that's one thing, man. Like yo,
Mhm.
that's one of the worstest jackets you could put on somebody right there.
Hold on real
You know?
quick.
Yeah.
Go nowhere because I want y'all to talk.
And he put it on himself.
Oh yeah, but y'all all could talk. Let me say something, please. The man opened up a
Jesus.
17-year-old girl and with his hands
Oh my God.
in on the camera on her asshole. Okay, so when you want to come over here and defend something, please get your ass
Yeah.
up. I'm gonna block you. You sure ain't gonna like. Because I'm going to keep throwing that up, how he opened that 17-year-old young girl. And we talking about Marcus. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's shock therapy right there. Should be at least like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus
Well, we
Christ.
know
man,
we're not gonna play with it. We're just gonna go ahead and put Marcus down. Like, and the thing is, I played with that man for years. That man, then he had campaigns to hate on me and hate on my girlfriend and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and there were people that he, you know what I'm saying, he got his army out there to troll the shit out you. You know what I mean? But the thing is, at this point, I always wanted the best for him. I always wanted the best for Marcus, but Marcus has become an animal. You know what I'm saying? And he's a monster now. And what he did, you know what I'm saying? He put himself in that position when it came down to doing that type of exploitation of those homeless people in general. Because I was on my other channel the other night, and it was starting to get to me because sometimes I do charitable work at the church, and some of them homeless people, they come in there, they don't even have or the church give out clothes. And these be dead people clothes. Some old lady done died. They got stuff out her closet. And some of the men come there getting shirts for like that were made for old ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Just to put on.
That's how bad off. Yeah, because some of them walk into the church, they ain't got a shirt. They ain't got nothing. And that's how sad and down out some of the people are. They outside. So the people living outside, like the girl in the tent, that shit broke my heart. But when I heard about Marcus doing that with that girl in the tent, that broke my heart, man. Because I'm like that. I walk by these people. I go to CVS in the morning. I see these homeless people. They living outside. They got bugs, gnats. It's 95 degrees.
When I saw
and here goes somebody come along trying to trying to put him in an adult entertainment video. And exploiting them like that, like that's a monster, bro.
Hey, when I saw that video, what's her name? Shatoria? That's her name, Shatoria?
Yeah, Shatoria.
Hey,
Well,
hey, I'm watching the little video with Shatoria, and I see the damn rat in the background moving around. I jumped out my damn chair. I'm watching the screen. I ain't even there. I said, damn.
and he crawled in there.
He crawled in there with the rats and roaches in the stink box and went ahead and hit it raw. Good Lord.
Good Lordy. Imagine
right.
and the smell. I'm so
He like that smell. He like that smell. Remember, he over there looking at he in the damn room with Cash and Slolo, not Polo, Folo, whatever his name is, Slolo. He in there watching them
make peanut butter.
Look, I'm gonna use the old word. He in there watching. He in there watching. He watching Polo and what's his name? Cash, whatever. He watching Polo getting sodomized. he
Right.
watching the crazy shit.
They want a front row
Yeah.
seat to it.
Say that again.
Nah.
On a front row seat. I got a question. Now, I don't know if it's too late to ask this question because
Can't
he
really
might.
hear you, Jay. Are you on a Bluetooth or something?
Yeah, I sound bad.
Yeah, no, yeah, come in for we can hear exactly what you're saying.
Hold on.
Yeah, your boy.
Oh,
boy out there watching.
nah, but y'all probably don't even know this though, right? It was a woman named West India ex porn star.
Yeah, they know.
but she a hoe though.
Yeah.
You can't put her in the same box as that hoe.
No, bro, you don't even. She came out and exposed him, saying she came out and said that this is what she said, that she got BV, bacteria vaginosis, from Marcus's tongue.
Nah, man, look, that chick, West Indian Collection, whatever like that, Marissa Jones, that's a real motherfucking name. Anyway,
No, don't say no name. Don't do that. Don't
my bad,
because that can mess the channel up. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. But she put it up there herself. But go fund me and all that. But anyway, she was trying to get up. She was trying to come up off Marcus. And like I said, she was already, like I said, she went on the internet and said her baby daddy gave her the clap 2 times. So, and BV. So BV is something she gets all the time. She just a dirty hoe. You know what I'm saying? She just a dirty box. She got a dirty box. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Now
that's her profession.
That's like I said, that's all that is.
But he did have a white tongue, and it was nasty, and he was licking on everybody he laid with. So that, you know what I'm saying? We don't know where she got that STD from. Because
like I said, she don't know. She doesn't even know who 2 out of 3 she doesn't even know out of 3 kids, she only knows one of the fathers. She only knows legitimately that one is the father. She has only one person on a birth certificate for 3 kids. And she got 3 baby daddies.
But bro, check this out though. Let's keep the focus on Marcus on this. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
With Marcus.
You cut out, bro.
Video, because we was like laughing at West Indy talking about her begging for birthday something. It was really funny, right? So we did a reaction to her begging, and we found out, one of my subscribers told me up under the comments, say, she used to be in the ghetto gagger thing, right? And we looked it up. And so this was the second time Marcus came around. Marcus pursued her even more after we found out that she was in the films with the 2 white men. All right. Okay. So he's pressed on her, and then she said in the film she was getting it from the front and back doors, right?
Yeah, she was getting all 3 holes, as they say.
Marcus was begging for the back door.
Yeah, all 3 holes. I bet he was.
Yeah.
Cause that's what he like. Look at him. Like, I'm gonna tell you something else too, man. Look, I got an AU basketball team, and I got a rental to drive us down to like Charlotte so we get on this plane. And guess what these people at the rental car place gave me? A Rubicon 2024 goddamn Wrangler. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. That's the gayest truck in America. When I was driving it, all I was seeing was funny looking white dudes, women with them little ducks on the damn on the
white lesbians. That's all I see. The white lesbians.
I was like, oh yeah. This ain't my car right here. No wonder Marcus like that booty, like that bussy. This is a bussy car. This is a bussy car. You ain't look. That joint was riding so rough. I guess that's how he like it, from the back, rough in the dookie shoe.
Yeah.
It was picture of that. All right, this shit. I got a picture of Marcus.
Hey, why I got this on my mind too? Let me say this. I'm gonna go and say Golden Signatures, Queen Vibes. Get ready. You going to jail. Y'all gonna get interviewed. Y'all gonna be in that interrogation room in a month. I guarantee you. So get ready. Get your lawyer ready. Hope you got some lawyer fees. Hope you got some lawyer fees.
We know y'all real names, so don't try to think y'all hiding behind the avatar name. All right.
Hey,
go ahead.
Hey, get your lawyer money up. I hope all them views, and I hope Marcus gonna give you a couple of dollars to get you out that motherfucking jail, because you going to jail.
Marcus
out of the way.
But we know they gonna tell it though. They gonna snitch as soon as the fans call. If they gonna be like, oh yeah, I got all the information right here. I had nothing to do. I don't know.
Vibe is trying to cop a plea right now to the people.
Oh, of course she is, but she doing it public. She doing a public cop a plea.
Yeah, she
need to go down there.
Smart. The bitch is
she need to go. Look, the public ain't gonna help, but she need to go down to them people and be like, look, this is what I know. I'm coming to y'all, so y'all want to come to me.
Because he was hitting links and you was the moderator. You better be the first to tell. Real shit.
Man, look, I can't wait till they look. I guarantee you, they gonna shut it down in about a month.
There they go. I hear them. They coming.
They gonna be scared out their mind.
Well, like Marcus' main issue is that age verification.
Right there.
Marcus' main issue is that website. Is that website still up?
I have no idea.
Yeah, no, it got taken down. He said his hold on, because I did talk to one of my subscribers that holla at Marcus. He said that he got an attorney and he, was advised to shut the site down and turn the channel off. So why people think he's missing and shit? The attorney, Marcus is right here, right now in this live. Okay, Marcus don't
right.
I was on a
live.
Bitch. I was on a live with like 40 people, and Marcus was in there, and it didn't even have his name on there. I'm like,
if you talk about Marcus, he anything about he gonna be in the chat. Marcus is narcissistic as fuck.
Talking about you be looking at everything I'm doing, dude. This live ain't got shit about you. My people see the difference. My people over here don't want him here because his energy is bad as fuck. Like when he come here, we're like, no. So we already the panel with Marcus.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Marcus is that when I would report on him, I started feeling like, bro, like I'm tired every time I go live, I gotta talk about some smut and and blood and all that, all the little nasty stuff this dude be into. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I was like, so let me move around. Because it got really stank and got really sick.
Either way, I'll just come here one.
Coach, somebody mute real quick if you if you're talking in the background, if you don't mind. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, my bad. Look. Matter of fact, let me go and get this out. So I got stuff to take care of.
Okay.
I want to say this before in closing. I want to say this: all the moderators, Feisty, the crew, all need to be investigated by the federal agents. And I hope they get down to the bottom of all this, unturn all the stones on this freaking circus show by the baddie boy who all he wants is get his pussy. All he wants is pussy. So guess what? Marcus will get all the pussy and all the goddamn trans his heart desires in that motherfucking penitentiary. I can't wait till he get there. I'm gone.
All right, bro. Yeah. Have a good day. Bless you and your family. All right. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gone.
I said it podcast because you ain't had a chance to say nothing. You got.
I'm at work anyway. Yeah, I'm at work anyway. It be kind of loud in my background sometimes. But I got a question. It's perfect off the back of what he just said. So while we waiting on that, right? I don't know if he gonna stay in hiding, if he gonna try to like pop back out, do some more damage control, whatever. But has anybody ever talked about getting in touch with certain organizations like the Hebrew Israelites, like the Nation of Islam?
Nobody's needed. It like is only thing you gotta do is contact those missing exploited children. You know what I mean? Because everybody else is just gonna clout chase if anything.
Right.
I think there's some people that are coming and like put their foot down because like they already like in the area. Like they got certain chapters and stuff like that. Like a lot of time they populate that area. So
I'm from the conscious community. I know all about them Negroes and how they work behind the scenes. Okay, I've been over on Sinetta multiple times. Like I know how they get down. I know Malik, Zulu, Shabazz, all them niggas. And they cool, but it's just gonna be some speeches being made.
It'd be good. It'd be good to see that nigga get ran off the block though. It'd be good to see some niggas pull up and be like, "Hey, bro, you gotta get out of here. You can't do that no more. You gotta get out of there." That'd
Oh
be
yeah,
fun to
yeah,
watch.
yeah. No, I think that he already know it's over. I don't think Marcus gonna be out there on his own, doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like he
I
at this point, he's self-contained at this point. That dude's scared as hell, man.
But in my opinion, I believe he will come back out dropping videos when he think it cool down, like he do. This is not his first time disappearing, and he gonna filter what he do. That's my opinion because we sort of know Marcus's history, and this is my opinion. I think he's somewhere being quiet, like he was advised to, and watching all of us. And when it's time, he gonna drop videos like nothing happened, and that's how I look at it. That's my point of view. I don't know.
Sheena, I really believe that like if that video existed and like just even with if this evidence of that video existing and him being with that girl, Marcus is gonna be in handcuffs, not and then at best he would get out on bond.
Well, that's
You
our
know what I'm
point.
saying?
Get him on him.
Yeah, but he's not gonna this is just my belief, and I ain't discrediting what nobody's saying. But I truly believe that Marcus, this is the end of the road for Mark.
Well,
This is the end of the road for him.
we're gonna do something. People saying why we not doing nothing. We just talking about it. And I'm like, hold on, this just happened. I am not in it every day, first of all. There's other people doing something too. You do your part, let us do our part. I'm not here to fight nobody. I'm not in competition. We all here same goal is to stop this shit. And I'm putting that out here to the subscribers that start in messing everybody's chats and stuff. You guys, this is how we got divided at the beginning when all this other stuff was going on. I don't care about the naysayers. If y'all notice, I don't. To be honest with you, I'm gonna take the weekend off because again, I'm moving starting tomorrow for I could be lady's house before Monday. So I'm gonna tune out like I do, give y'all time to catch up on these last two lives because that last live I was cussing and everything. And it's better to deliver the message calm for people can hear you and instead of them cussing and fussing. But I want the cussing and fussing up because I want them to know I am tired of them keep bringing my name up. They are not my focus. Okay. We're gonna let y'all deal with the internet because right now that's who they got to deal with. I am not your problem. I'm over here running my platform, making sure I let the people have somewhere to go to say what they need to say. Okay, even if you disagree with me, just long as you come in respect. A lot of people coming up in here, and I understand y'all support Marcus, but this is not the platform where you could come in here and come attack me. I care about my mental health. I care about my sanity. Anytime somebody's coming for me, oh, you clout chaser, you doing this, you doing this, I'm blocking you right away. I don't care about that traffic into my channel. I don't want no negativity coming into my real life when I have real life things going on. So if you want to waste your time and leave a comment, it will get deleted. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't looking for that kind of clout. I really ain't. I don't even want to entertain you or fight with you. Focus on what you can do in this cause. The more, the better. Okay. That's it. That's all. So, closing out, I'm gonna let you say something real quick. And if Marcus was listening or the mother was listening, just whatever you want to say before you get out of here. You got your link in the comments. People gonna subscribe, and then I'll tell you next.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Appreciate you again for having me. Yeah, I definitely believe that it's close to the end of this whole saga. And I would say for the people who, I want to defend them or say, oh, like, you shouldn't be talking about it or trying to shame you for talking about it, them the people who you got to watch out for too, because it need to be talked about and the record need to be kept because like we live in a time now where like history ain't even being kept or even like ain't even history no more. Somebody tried to do something to the president a few times. And like it's almost like it didn't happen. Like, but that should be a big deal. But it's almost like it shouldn't happen. like it's almost like it never happened. So they hide history. They try to sweep stuff under the rug, cover stuff up. So people need to talk about it. They need to keep record because history repeats itself if you don't know it. So that's all I want to say.
And
But I
it had
appreciate you for having me.
it had, let me say something to you real quick. I appreciate you. It has repeated itself for about 3 years now. This is not the first rodeo. So it's like, okay, I'm glad that everybody's waking up and seeing the truth, because he's a manipulator. You see what I'm saying? Because he knows that a lot of new creators was feeding off them numbers. And like I said the other day, do you, but do it the right way and open your not even your third eye, but look at the truth, at the people we talking about. You see what I'm saying? Not the feisties and all them. There's probably so many other people that we just don't know about. I'm just gonna keep saying that part too. So I want to say thank you, podcast. We're gonna get you. I think you said you need 100 more people to get monetized the other day on LA's channel. I think I heard you say that. We're gonna sub you up, get you ready. Okay. And thank you for hitting the link. I appreciate you getting the channel for they could see your name and hit it anytime. Octavius, if Marcus was watching or the girl's mother was watching, and what would you say to these people before you get out of here? What's your closing, baby? And we're gonna share your link.
Well, let me just say this to the girl's mother: do not be manipulated by these people and start them, and they gonna make you feel important. You can go around hitting links and things like that. Don't be exploited yourself. All right. Uh, do what you got to do for your baby. The more you get to talking about your personal life, the more that the internet is going to get into your life as well. Um, a lot of people will be reaching out to you, but the main thing, all in all, get that to the proper authorities. At this point, just call 911 and say that report the crime about what has happened with your daughter. And pretty much, if wherever you live is wherever that daughter lives, if you're the guardian, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, get that done. And, all in all, the more that you get out here and start talking about your backstory, your history, your family problems, the more it's going to become a issue online, the more you will be exploited. All right. This is a very viral story in this sector, and it will become a viral story in bigger sectors to come. All right. So just remember, whatever you say on the internet, you can't take back. People will clip it. People will, 10 years later, whatever you say is going to be on here. Right.
That's what I've been telling the people. But go ahead.
So be careful about what you say on the internet, especially concerning your daughter, your family problems, what you know about her, and or her issues and things like that. She's still your child. She's still under the age of 18. And that is the whole crux of the thing. We could not get to this point if she was 18 and up. There's pretty much nothing that, the community could do or even you could do. So, be steadfast, get what you have to get done. When it comes down to Marcus in this situation. Now with Marcus, like the thing is, I know Marcus probably hate me more than anybody on the internet. For just trying to get him to avoid being in this situation. From the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like me and him, at most we've been frenemies to a certain degree, but never like tight friends, nothing. He would come to my channel from time to time, and it was always like, it was always a unit. All right. But right now, you in a situation, and people fought with you, people played with you to change your ways, and you was even spitting in God's face saying there was no God and all this other weird stuff that you was on. Now you're crying out to God, they say, you know what I'm saying? But right now, Um, like you still a black man, and I don't wish anybody to be in this situation, but the law is the law. It's going to take its course, and you exploited those people that are vulnerable. You go outside, you get to see them living like I didn't even realize that in the video it was a rat in the background with the girl
Yeah.
Satoria. You purposely exploited these black people and these African American, mainly, found what they call Foundation African American people.
Mm-hmm.
They're people that you may not look at as like, on the up and up because you're from the islands or whatever, and you better or whatever. But look what it has got you. Look what your exploitation has got you at this point, where now you are facing serious jail time, minimum 15 years for what you did. You know what I mean? At minimum, just for putting that girl on camera and then putting it online. Minimum 15 years in prison. So the most you can do is get your life right with God. Um, and the thing is, just how the sector started, you know what I mean? We're gonna not finish the sector, but um, you know, the mother, whether she do something or not, a lot of people say what they're gonna do. Octavius will do it. I'm going to write a letter to missing exploited children and let them know of the evidence to, what I'm saying, to get you up out of here, to get your channel up out of here, and whatever else you got going on out of here. Because I told you, we're here. We're here for, I love black people. I love the community. They may not love me all the time, but I told you that, if you was with the Lolly situation, if you was guilty, you was gonna get the wrath. And right now, the wrath is coming down. That whatever you got up there with that channel and everything like that, it's going to be reported to missing exploited children. I'm going to try to get my best to get your channel taken. You know what I mean? And I will succeed. I will succeed. You know what I'm saying? Doing that to you. All right. You had a child on there that you exploited, and you have children on there that you exploited throughout the years.
That's
All
not
right.
a promise, y'all. That we're not threatening nobody. That's a promise.
Yeah. You had a child on there that you exploited, and we told you, you know what I mean? What it was. You saw that I was out of the way. A lot of people out here gonna cloud chase you and be on the no, I'm about that business, and I'm gonna be the one to put you down. Virtually. Okay? I'm gonna be the one to put you down. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. All right? Because you were over there talking big trash the other day. You just couldn't stop talking shit. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's personal. Yeah, it's a form of revenge. Call me petty. You know what I mean? But yeah, we gonna get you up out of here. And you was messing with them babies.
Hey,
You
if
know what
I
I
can say
mean?
something, if I can say something, I think he might hate me just as much as he hates you now because of
And
that song that
Yeah.
you put out.
I'm
And
gonna
and
end.
and he and yeah, and he called himself trying to threaten me because I had said something about his baby mama because I wanted to have a conversation with him, and I said something about his baby mama, and he called himself trying to threaten me. I told him I wasn't worried about nothing. I told him I like to live on the wild side. He said, "Yeah, to the bite you in the ass." So, he called himself trying to threaten me. Like I don't think he like me either. He always delete my comments, and there's a few people who be in my comments that say he deleted their comments when they mention my name in his chat. So he don't like me.
I'm gonna make sure I share you out on my community post because a lot of people on this channel been here for years, so we need to know who you are. All right. And before I get out of here, just stay on here. We'll let you play your song. As long as you don't come back when you get big headed and strike me. All right. I'm
Right.
I don't know because you gonna grow, and when you get them numbers, motherfucker,
I don't rock like that. I don't rock like that. I'm a real one.
you know what I'm a real one. Like, hey, y'all, a matter of fact, let's just drop the link to his song in the comments. I ain't saying you are, but I'm trying to get back monetized. They fucked my channel up. Right now, people is striking my stuff, trying to get it age restricted. I'm not here to fight the, you see what I'm saying? So I gotta watch my back when it comes to everything on this YouTube streets. They got me for reuse content, and I had a lot of Marcus's videos up where he had gave me permission to use. I did not make it my own content. I literally just was playing it like normal. And I appreciate the new content creators showing me how to edit this stuff because I messed myself up. I did use a lot of dudes' videos, but he did give me permission. If you don't believe it about YouTube, reuse content, look it up. Because people
I
say,
was
Right.
going to ask though. I just been doing this for like a month, but I thought I had read up on the whole like fair use thing, as far as like if you make it your own or like if you
Nah, they can
transform it.
strike. They can strike you. They can strike you. It don't matter if you use somebody content. They can strike you if they want to.
and
It's what how you respond after that. That's the issue.
it's time for me to respond in 14 days. So it's like, okay, here I go again. But I didn't made it my own and all that. I'm just giving people forewarning ahead of time because a lot of content creators don't want to change their mind in this new sector because they played his shit. He came on panels. Yeah, you could do it. You could do it. I love your work. You doing a good job. That was to gain power over the sector for people could use this shit for on Mad Day. He gonna get you for reuse content or copy claim or whatever. But me personally, I'm trying to give everybody forewarning right now. The one like you and the LA, everybody that's doing editing jobs, you guys keep up the editing, make it your own. Okay, that's all I could give advice to everybody. Be careful on these YouTube streets. You can't trust nobody. If you're gonna do your shit, grow your shit. You see how that stuff just happened with Yaya in LA. I don't really know the situation, but everybody's here to divide and conquer instead of then fixing the problem. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not about fighting. So all I'm gonna do is teach y'all knowledge and tell you what I've been through. You see what I'm saying? So, and people saying that I can't get monetized. Yes, I can. There's so much stuff I had to clean up that I did not want to get rid of. But talking to a couple of my computer experts, I downloaded it on my laptop. I mean, some videos 3-4 hours long. I didn't cut them up like everybody. I did just let it live stream. One live stream I tried to download was 12 hours long. It was so good. I didn't even know how to break it up because it was so good. So that's what I'm going through personally. Like, you know what? And I'm not gonna stop.
All you gotta
I
do is put it
tried.
on private and unlisted. And YouTube, when you look at the monetization, they're not gonna look at the private and unlisted videos.
Oh, so before I apply again in these
Yeah,
14.
just private those videos. That's all. That's all I gotta do.
Okay.
And apply it, and anything that you feel that's all you need is 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to be monetized. If you got something like when that girl from the Mo3 sector gave me her channel, all she had was reused content with like, Mo3 and all that, and Future and everything. And all I did was just put the stuff on unlisted or private that was problematic, and I just had a few live streams up that were up to 4,000 watch hours, and I applied. I got it instantly, and then she got a check for up to over $1,000 because she never had received her AdSense
Mm-hmm.
after they took her original monetization.
Got my money
So
hold up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So
she had got a big check from me remonetizing the channel again. So
say this real quick because I just put a lot of stuff on private. I put it on unlisted, but I did apply without putting that stuff on private because it was some good content. So my thing is this: I'm gonna appeal because I gotta appeal it, and I'm gonna go through that process. And with it on being on, because they don't say don't put it unlisted, they say don't delete the content. So if I have questioning about the content, I'm just gonna put it on unlisted and appeal. I'm glad I talked to you. I'm glad you confirmed it. I'm
yeah,
glad.
that's all you got to do. I did it multiple times. My backup channel had some thug life content, and
Mm-hmm,
they took my monetization on that little channel that I'll be camming up on.
mm-hmm.
It's monetized now. All I did was I took them, I privated the videos that were like, I was going full Octavius Prime on. You know what I mean? And I put them on private, and then I hit the monetization. It was like 2 days later, they said, congratulations, you monetized. And I just left the live streams up that were like good, you know?
Okay.
So,
All right.
you know, now
Yeah.
if you got a channel, you're doing too much cussing on your live, you know, put it on membership too. You know, if you can still keep your monetization on that video.
Yeah.
But put it on membership immediately if you know you don't did too much cussing or you know the panel was a little problem. You know, it ain't nothing to get you a strike, but you know
And
that's
people,
what the,
some people say you can't cuss. You can, but you can't. If you, it just, this YouTube stuff is something interesting
getting
because
real strict. Now these videos, the video I did on Marcus, the last one, they didn't even age restrict it. They just said the advertisers don't want them stream on this type of content. So anything to do with all this market stuff about the children being exploited, if you're doing content on that, you're not going to get AdSense. You know, you may run an
I,
ad.
my
They're
trigger,
not gonna run it. They're not gonna let you have run ads on that type of content. So, you know, uh,
give it to them. Give them my email. Uh-huh.
mhm. Yeah, they're not gonna let you run ads on that content. Um, like talking about all this talk with the minors
I
and
know.
and all that shit and the trafficking and everything like that. Like, so
Ugh.
the right now the advertisers, YouTube is making what the advertisers are like, no, we don't want to be on that. Like, and that's why one of the reasons I changed up my content as well. But because I saw AI was coming last year too, and the AI is more strict, and because it understands the context of what you're talking about, and a lot of people fight to be monetized, but you can't be talking about like butts and all that, all the people organs and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be talking like that
Can't talk them, and
because
I know I've sometimes
mhm,
let loose, and I'm telling you, I've been going through videos after doing this marker stuff, and I already know, like, hearing me listen to some of the old videos, I was like, damn, that was a whole totally different me. It felt like a bad spirit had got over me. As I do look
right,
at old videos, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like something dark had came over me. And one of my subscribers back then was like, yeah, you dark. And I'm like, I think it's just this whole content. Because when I'm doing my nature videos and my, travel videos, I'm not dark. I'm not, tensed. I'm not cussing. And it ain't even a point of cussing. It's just like, you got to watch what you say, how you say it. You got about 100 people in the bushes trying to strike your channel because they want you to shut up or they want to take your position and you don't even care about a position. You just want the word out. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right,
everybody work together. You ain't even got to work with me. Our goal is to stop this. I understand that it's going to stop some content because a lot of people have ate off of Atlanta Street interviews. I'm not going to lie to you. But what I
mhm,
started when I seen shit start hitting fan, I start figuring out what kind of content my audience like. Because just in case something really go down, I need to let my audience know that we could do other content. Because somebody told me, what you gonna do if you go to jail? I'm gonna figure out what my audience want to do, and I'm gonna keep on going. But we gonna follow
That's
this
right.
through to court day. But I'm already seeing what y'all like and what y'all don't like because Marcus ain't just my content. You see what I'm saying? So that's important. Just to the content creators that's coming up, you in the bushes, you don't like me, just still take my advice if you're building the channel. You don't have to like me. It's not about liking me. It's about doing what's right, especially for people's children. I mean, for real. That's what I have always stood for, what's right. And when I say a lot of people don't like me, you might not like my delivery. My delivery might come out harsh because you guys don't understand what we go through with comments and I don't get my number out or emails. You guys don't understand the after effect. Like after this video, what comments is going to come from this video? What comments is from the other video? And I try to separate my mental from YouTube. So again, it's important for everybody to understand this YouTube game, grow your channels, because this might, like I said, this probably go to news, like our Kelly case went to documentary. And again, I'm gonna be here to the end, and I'm gonna be right at the
Right.
here point blank. So, was you done, Octavius? Because I'm gonna get out
Oh
of here.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's it.
All right.
Peace, everybody. All right. Thank you for having me up here, Sheena.
Oh, most definitely. I appreciate
All
you.
right.
I do.
All right. Peace.
You I podcast. Love what you're doing over there, Jay. I'm gonna call you Jay. All right, because that's
Yep,
your.
yep.
But you make sure y'all subscribe to Jay. Get him up there. You see what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of y'all going over there. Um, Let me say this real quick before I get out of here. I ain't never been the type of person just want to hurt somebody or get a black man locked up. I understand. Y'all understand. Like I understand the where y'all coming from. A lot of people's confused because it's Marcus. Y'all love Marcus. Y'all love the content he's feeding y'all's channels. You gotta put your feelings to the side and realize what the man is doing, what he is publishing, and you gotta put your feelings to the side on what kind of audience is following him. Because the man have over 200K subscribers, right? So with him having that many, it's a handful that don't like it, and it's two or three handfuls that like it. That's why I say we're better in numbers, not against each other. I'm not here to compete with any other content creator. I normally stay in my lane and do what I do. Um, I really do. And I enjoy it in my lane. I appreciate everybody that comes to the link. You're always welcome to hit the link, especially if you want to get out and get your name out here or whatever. I don't have a problem with that. I just don't be sharing on my
Yeah. Let's see some roses up in here. Hey, yo, time to unwind. Listen up, it's no disguise. Shinna Speaks on YouTube, the star on the rise. We bringing that raw, authentic vibe. We got appeal. Content over here, we didn't steal. 100%, we keeping it real. In hand, with roses with finesse, we glide. Blocking haters and trolls, let none divide.